Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
No.
All right, we're in it. That's it. That's the beginning of it. I had to start the show because freaking Johnny's singing Will Smith songs.
I was getting jiggy with it.
He was jiggy, and it was unjiggy. It was very unjiggy.
No.
Please stop.
Getting jiggy with it.
No, I will not get jiggy with it. I'm over these bugs too. Come on, man. It's so funny, Johnny. Like it's okay. So I take my kids to this pool to get pool lessons, right? And they love to swim, but like I'll be in the water and I'll see a bug like struggling in the water, and I'll like get a little floaty, lift it out, put this. I'm like, there you go, live, little bug. At my house, I'm the Hitler of insects.
Oh, really?
I am committing genocide against anything that's a bug. I burned down my own house.
I put them outside.
I don't. Nope.
Like
Nope. Spiders, I don't consider them part of that. I will save spiders. But bugs, you're dead. Okay? You're dead.
I mean, the roaches we have around here. One time I hit it with a broom, and it took the broom from me and hit me. Oh, that's the kind of roaches we have. Big roaches.
Yeah.
Like,
as John Caparillo
like
say, the cockroaches shrug it off. They shrug it off.
That's it. That's
right? Oh God, Johnny, have you ever said, like, if you go to hell, what is the song that will play in your head? Will play in hell forever? Do you have a song?
Good question. Go tell me yours.
Oh, Baby Shark is for sure will haunt my nightmares.
Baby Shark.
If you're having children, keep it away for as long as you can. People are like, do not play that around your kids.
Oh, really?
It will never stop. And it's like just venom. It just gets into them and takes over. So today, one thing I've been really enjoying, Johnny, is teaching my daughters music. I want them to hear some cool music.
Yeah, that's great.
We've been through some stuff. They really liked ABBA. ABBA's not mine, but ABBA's not that bad too. Like it's really cool to say. Like for some reason,
I get it, yeah.
Like the 70s music is like kids music now.
Oh, no, it's
like,
upbeat. Yeah, it's positive.
You can just introduce them to it. Oh, here's some, back in the day, people were going to nightclubs doing coke and listening to this, but now in 2023, you can just hang out
it's
and play for your 3-year-olds.
Kids have that coke energy. That's what it is. Kids are
100%. 100%. So I was playing. So today I wanted to introduce them to Leonard Skinner. Right? A little Southern rock, bro.
Like
come on, man. If I get my kids into Leonard Skinner, they're already better than 90% of children out there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
If they're like, Daddy, play Freebird, Freebird. I'm like, bang, let's go. Good kids. I did my job. If I got my kids in the Freebird at 3 years old, I could literally abandon them and still be considered a good father at that point.
At what point do you tell them what actually happened to that band?
They can find out on their own. Okay. We don't need to know that. Like Johnny, you're like the one who tells, you're like the person who tells all the kids on the block that Santa isn't real, okay?
No,
let them find it out on their own.
No, I would never do that.
Let them find it out on their own.
It's just like a dark Google one time. I love Skinner. I wonder if we can go see them sometime with Daddy.
Yeah, 100%.
Google it, like, oh
man,
this is really sad.
But they shredded, bro. So
great.
I'm like, okay, let's get in some Freebird. Let's get in some Freebird, dude. Because when Freebird shreds, it shreds.
Beautiful, yeah.
Right? So I play a little Freebird. Suddenly, Ninja, decides she doesn't want to listen to Freebird, and she starts cranking Baby Shark. I mean, literally cranking.
Where are you guys? In the car?
We're in the car.
Okay.
And I'm like, so I turn it up a little bit. I'm like, okay, all right, a little.
What's she playing it on?
On their little tabs.
Oh, okay.
And now we're both fighting over a ghost's attention. And dude, Leonard Skinner, Freebird lost to Baby Shark.
Oh, no.
They were just, I saw my daughter dancing to Baby Shark. I'm like, oh, this is a dark day in the Tripoli household.
I'm still thinking about that song. One song and it won't bother anybody else probably, but do you remember that song Sonny Came Home by Sean Colvin that used to play? It was just on all the time, and I hated it.
Sing it.
Sonny came home with a list of names.
No.
Do you don't remember that?
And what was he singing about?
It's a woman. It's a.
So Sonny came home with a list of names. What happened? Did she get pinball action?
It's just I'll play just a bit of it. I mean, the woman and her face annoys me. And this song used to be on Top 40 radio all the time.
It is terrible.
It's just really
It is terrible.
sad and like, ugh, it's the worst of that music from the 90s. That
Speaking
folk
of
rock
terrible songs, guess who effed up 9 Inch Nails' Head Like a Hole?
Oh, no.
This guy, I jumped. I
What, you
jumped
missed a
some
verse?
lyrics at the end. I saw Josh Myers just bail on me,
Oh,
and I
no.
knew I was in trouble.
Oh,
I
no.
still crushed, but
Oh,
I
no.
missed a whole.
Is it video?
Nowhere I
It's too
missed.
long, man.
No, what I missed was when they do at the end they repeat it,
Yeah.
and I missed one of the repeats.
I'm sure it was good still.
I mean, like, I want to slam, bro. I
Were
want
people
to
into
slam.
it though, because I was worried people wouldn't be into that.
Yeah, they were into it. Everyone's like, oh, dude, they were rocking.
They knew the words, and I feel like people don't know the
Sean
words.
Payton did Killing in the Name of, which is an
Sean Payton, really?
Yeah, he's really funny. And he crushed it.
Like the Denver Broncos head coach, Sean
No,
Payton?
no, the comic.
Sean Patton?
Sean Patton. There we go. Sean Patton. Sorry. I by the way, I was effing up all my friends' names, introducing them this
Everybody
weekend.
expects it.
Yeah. Like, I have a buddy. His name's Mad Dog. He's from Vegas. I only know him as Mad Dog. That's how I know.
How did you introduce him?
He gave me his last name. It's like James, instead of mattress, Patras.
Patras. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's a. Yeah,
I'm
you'll
like,
never remember
James Petraeus.
that. You have a better chance of memorizing the lottery numbers.
I just said Mad Dog. Why didn't you let me just? It's like when porn stars, okay? Like, if you give me your porn name first, that's the only name I know you as.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's been a problem for you in life a lot. So
Yeah.
a lot of porn stars. I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
100%. 100%. So yeah, I didn't crush it. And then
You did not crush it? You said?
I didn't know. I was
Oh, that
very
sucks.
sad at myself that I did not crush
Is
it.
that did they end with that? Is that the
No,
end? Okay.
no, I was third.
No, but that show, is that the last show?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
it's the last show of the year of the festival, and I was very thankful to be a part of it. But I
What
could
were you?
tell-
I saw a picture of you dressed as a pinata. What the hell
Oh
was
yeah, bro. Can you find that on my Instagram?
that? Okay.
Do you want to get right into this? Okay, we'll
You
get
tell
into
me.
it.
It's up
I
to you,
mean,
bud.
I got other stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk Skankfest this time because I have a bunch of fun other
I know
stories.
people probably want to hear that while it's fresh in your mind, probably.
Hey guys, real quick before we get into it, dates. I need you guys to go to samtripoli.com, check out my dates. We got a Comedy Chaos on the 10th, Murder lineup. Then on the 19th, I've just added Thousand Oaks. Let's get some tickets, super cheap tickets. So yeah, go.
Leave reviews too, please.
Yeah, leave a review, please, and we'll read that next time.
Leave a review.
Please,
We'll
hold
read
on
it.
one second.
If you leave a 5-star review, we will read it.
You
Someone
will-
left a 4-star review this week. We will not read a 4-star review.
I
You have to
won't
understand
read it.
It has to be 5
I
stars.
won't read it. I won't read it.
It was a
ever.
nice review, but it was 4 stars. That's not
Okay,
enough stars.
okay,
It's
all
one
right,
star
hold
to
on.
you.
I
Also,
will-
I will say, Sam, we got the beef jerky from the wonderful people.
Yeah, where is it?
I left it at home.
Yeah, convenient.
I know, I forgot.
Convenient.
I
Hold
said
on.
it
I'll be in Bellflower. I'll be in Bellflower on November 11th, I believe. Yeah, November 11th. I will be in. It's a Friday. I'll be in Bellflower. That will get up soon. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, here's you as a pinata. It's,
Okay.
I'm gonna give it. It's 2,000. Like it's on 1,999.
Okay.
Oh no, it said over there it was, but then it went down one.
Okay, yeah.
No, there it is, 2,000. There we go.
There it is. So I've done Ellis Mania before. I've done fighting, and I guess somebody
Tattoos.
at the last second must have bailed on them or something. So I saw Lewis walking around in a like Panama Jack look. I would say it was like he was
Like
kind of he was in the Caribbean with eyeliner on, right? So he's walking around like that, like goth Caribbean, I would say.
Goth Caribbean.
That's why I would say his look is goth Caribbean. Because I guess
Does it? Panama Jack's dressed like really nice, right? Hold on, here we go.
yeah,
That's
he's
Panama
got what,
Jack, right?
yeah, he's got well, yeah. That's that kind of like what we.
That's what
he
he
has
was-
this weird kind of not the suit, but like he had like a hat on like that.
And a monocle.
Not a monocle, but he had eyeliner on, which is the monocle of makeup, right?
Okay.
And then, and then he has a beard, and he's great. I love Luis J. Gomez. I love all the women who ran Skankfest. They're all amazing, and so I go, hey Luis, I gotta take a picture with you. I always take a picture of Skankfest with you. He's like, doggy, I need you. Would you be the pinata? I need you to be the pinata for Alice Mania. I go, okay, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like,
Wait, did you even know what that meant though?
yeah, I did because Ari
Okay.
did it last year.
That doesn't sound like something you would agree. Okay, I see. I found him. All right,
Okay.
that's him right there.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but it was like that. But the other day, that's more of a Crocodile D, you know?
Dundee, yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
That's more like, yeah. But he's got the eyeliner on. You see him? Like, it's like Skankfest is where you can go to be you. That's what I've decided. Right? You could be anything
That's
you
Luis
want.
J. Gomez. You think?
So they're singing Lewis, this is how great Legion of Skanks is, Gas Digital, okay, and Skankfest is. They literally started singing in this like plaza. You know, like in Mall of America, when like some teeny bopper will show up and everyone just fills the sides.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that.
That's what basically happens, right? During any big event in the middle. All the sides are full of people.
In the round, kind of.
It's almost like the Terror Dome, right? 2 men enter, one man leaves. That's kind of what it is. So they were. This is how great it is. This is the vibe you got to get from. This will let you know how perfect Legion of Skanks and Skankfest is. They were singing "Lewis is Gay" as loud as they could. And Lewis runs up on stage, jumps in to "Lewis is Gay." Then they bring up Joe DeRosa, and I got a great Joe DeRosa story. And he's singing, I forget what song it is, because everyone thinks Joe DeRosa's literally gay.
Yeah.
And this trans comes up.
They roast him so hard.
Yeah.
DeRosa, like they destroy that guy. And
so
he's
comes up.
Go ahead,
he comes up on stage, and this trans that is always there, always comes up. They cheer her, and she shows her tranny tits and crushes. That
what on earth?
Yeah,
what
that's
is
it.
this?
Everybody's welcome. Everybody welcome.
It's really like that scene from that movie. You know,
Yeah,
all the freaks around.
hey, you and your trans tits are part of Skankfest. She was a ring girl. It was great, right?
Could you tell them from not trans tits? Like, could you tell the difference?
Well, you can just tell a trans chick, right? Because no matter how much they try, they still have like compared to regular women, Cro-Magnon head, right? They got that Cro-Magnon.
I've seen like 1 or 2 that are like high level models, you know, of editions of trans, but most, yeah.
You just tell, clocked it. And I talked about this. Have I talked about this before? Like you can tell when a woman's a trans by their walk. The trans women walk too confident, right? Have you noticed that? Like women always walk like they realize they didn't shower and their armpits stink. They just have this kind of fear when they walk, like
fear of being assaulted,
smelled. Yeah,
okay.
being smelled. They're robbed,
by
right?
that guy
That's
in
it.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I marked that time down. I said the R
but
word.
trans walk like a Bigfoot sighting, like they're long strides. They're just swinging their arms, right? Women, when they walk, they keep everything in close, right? Like this, right? Like it's in close. Like
they're boxing.
Trans walk like this, like you're like, dude, sighting of trans Bigfoot in the wild, right? So she was trans.
You said the R word. I'm marking that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go off today. I gotta be honest with you, because the best part, like Legion Skankfest is a safe space for the N word. By the way,
really?
Like you can get it out of your system for the year. So you know the best part about doing these shows is like seeing comics you don't get to see all the time. And, you know, you kind of see him. So I see Joe. I love Joe DeRosa. He's such a good guy, funny-ass dude. So we hug and we're talking.
He's great.
Hand to God. These 2 shredded black guys on bikes roll up. And I'm going to tell you exactly how the story goes. Roll up on us on bikes.
You're outside.
We're outside. He's going into the plaza where the multiplex, whatever you want to call it, where Skankfest is happening.
Fremont, yeah.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
And I'll get into my whole schedule. It was crazy this week.
Okay.
So we're talking. Suddenly, these 2 black guys, like you remember Tiny from Friday?
Yeah.
This is exactly the vibe.
Okay. That's not cool.
Big shredded,
Well,
rolling up on us, and they go, "Yo, man, what's up?" And we go, "Nada, dog. What's up?" "Hey, man, can I ask you a question?" I go, "Yeah, dude. I love talking to black people." Go. What's your question? He goes, y'all from this Skankfest shit? And we go, yeah. He goes, "Can I ask you a question?" I go, "Yeah." Well, he goes, "Are y'all inbreds?"
what the?
"Y'all inbreds?" I go, "Dude, 100%. Everybody here can only get cousin pussy. That's all they can get. 100%. And this is what he says, dude. This is what he says. He goes, Johnny goes, "Well, y'all I mean, crackheads. Sorry, didn't mean to mislabel you. He says that, right? And I go. Well, thank God we're not one of those. Am I right, everybody? Right. But little does he know that I love being called the N-word by black people, dude. I was so excited, dude.
How happy were you?
Johnny, I swear to God, you know when you go through your when you die and like the greatest moments of your life play in front of you, mine will just be a highlight clip of black people calling me the M-word, dude. It will be like if you did a compilation of NWA, but you only did the M-words. It'd be a Nick.
Somebody should do that, actually. I would love to hear that.
Nick. That's gonna be my life flashing. Then a moment with my children. Back by Nick.
I'm gonna have so much editing to do.
You know, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, that's a true story.
What was their deal? What, they just saw all these like Skankfest looking people?
I also think they were like big guys. They thought they were trying to be funny.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we were just roll with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was so funny, dude. Me called the M-word by black people.
I've had that a few times. I'll just since you gave me the opening for this, it's such a, and we'll get back to Skankfest. Did you know there's this thing where people thought there's a certain group of people, I would say maybe 5%, 10% of the people, which means thousands that listen to this that think I'm black, like they have only heard it. Yeah, isn't that surprising?
They think Johnny is black.
So I got this tweet right here the other day.
Johnny, will you call me the M-word real quick? Come on.
Hell no.
Come on, dude.
So until I saw you on X a few weeks ago, I always thought you were a black man. Are you sure you're using the right picture, or is this another case of you can't tell it's real because it looks so fake?
Well, apparently the can of words he's referring to is his brains. There's
well,
nothing.
but then so I retweet this and say, hey, has anybody else thought this? Let me see if I can find. Yeah, that's me. The retweet.
Johnny, was last episode one of our biggest episodes ever?
The Rogan, the one before last was the one we put out on Fridays. It was not quite as big as that one. But it was still pretty good. But Friday's just not, because Saturday just drops off so hard. We got to put it out with at least one day after.
I'm at the Rogan one.
Yeah, it was one of our big. It had to be the biggest ever. Yeah, I mean the last time you went on Rogan was pretty big, but I don't think it was as big as that one because we went over 50 on that one. I think. We'll get to that later. Oh, here it is. Okay, so a lot of people responded, and then I think like a few percentage thought I was black. One guy was like chalky white. Hold on, literally the whitest person I ever. Cock of a white man, voice of a black man. See, so that guy thought it. Still do, says this guy. This guy thought I looked like the guy from Road Trip.
I think that's closer to you.
Hold on. Just from the waist down, thank you. This guy thought I was black.
I need a new podcast.
Hold on. There's a couple more. This guy says only from the waist up.
Oh, I like that. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Thick nipples?
About my wang.
Caramel nipples? Bro, that'd be so hilarious if you had caramel nipples. You just were all white, but these weird caramel nipples.
There's one guy that was like, yeah, I know people. Oh, here he goes. I also grew up in NC, and I have had black friends who do kind of sound like you. He thought that. Jay Nice is a black man, says this guy.
So like, what kind of black do they see you as?
I don't know, like a nerdy black, I guess.
Nerd black?
Affluent black? What does that mean?
Affluent black.
Fluent black?
Affluent.
Affluent, like rich?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I was fluent.
Affluent.
Like
a flute player black. A black guy who plays the flute.
This guy says still do. Anyway, isn't that weird? Like, who the hell thought I was black? That's funny, because I pride myself on being able to tell a person's race by their voice on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And,
oh, really?
Anyway, so there you go. You got called the N-word, and I got called black. It was a great week for both of us.
I love being called the M-word, bro. It's just a highlight of my week.
And you're not joking.
No, I mean, I am not. I'm not joking.
I know you're not. At first I thought that was just a big joke, which it is funny.
Johnny, just know I will only say the M-word when I am called the M-word by either black people or women I'm having sex with.
You didn't call them. You didn't say the N-word to those people.
No. But I was about to, but I didn't want to make Joe DeRosa uncomfortable. Because I'm like, if we're going to fight, I don't know if Joe's the guy I want to go to war with.
Probably not.
And I don't think Joe wants to go to war with me either. He's probably like, Tripoli and his fucking lady wrist. Who wants to fight?
It would have been those guys fighting the two of you.
Yeah, that would have been not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Joe DeRosa just hiding behind you. Basically.
Yeah, right. So it was crazy. So I'll just tell you about my week. Okay, let me get out my notes too. I gotta get my notes.
Okay.
There's so much to talk about.
Okay.
Johnny,
Out of your-
what time did we start?
Your man purse. 20 minutes ago.
Okay. All right.
This is gonna be like a soccer match. All the time you spend on your phone, I'm gonna
Johnny,
keep on
shut
my watch,
up.
and we're gonna add it.
Shut up.
It's gonna be added time at the end of the
Just
episode.
shut up.
The people want
Just
the added
shut
time.
up. Okay. So I do my show.
What show? The Pottstown?
So I do Pottstown. It's in this beautiful Joel Richardson.
Great name.
He bought this amazing kind of like it's just a big entertainment hall.
Yeah.
And Johnny, I'm thinking about doing a conspiracy podcast
Really? What?
Festival.
Like tinfoil hat? Oh.
festival there.
Oh,
Getting-
in PA? Or
Yeah,
in that
in
building?
that place because it's got 4 different rooms. You could run different podcasts, and then it had the big room where all either big guys are doing stand up or. So I'm thinking about
Is it close enough to a major airport?
It's 50. It's 50 minutes from.
Too far. Too far from a big airport, don't you think?
Well, the problem is this: that it's an hour from Philadelphia and an hour from New York City. And that, but you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay New York City or Philadelphia prices.
That would worry me though about just planning something big.
No,
for
I
the
know.
First
Well,
time
I
out that
mean, I
far
don't
from
even know
airport.
if I'm planning it big. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I'm planning it big.
Well, if you're gonna invite people,
Okay.
like guest, I mean, guest podcast.
I know. I get it. Okay.
Just my 2 cents. I mean, you know better than I do.
No, I don't. I'm just trying to think out loud. Anyways, so I have to. So I thought that Skankfest was the second week of October. I thought it was this weekend coming up.
Okay.
So I booked Pennsylvania. Now I did Soul Joel's during the heart of COVID lockdowns, and he paid me really good money, and about 30 people showed up because it was outdoors in the cold. So I always felt really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I begged to give him half of the money back. I go, let me give you half of this back. He's like, no, we had a deal. I go, come on, let me give it back to you. He goes, no. I go, I will make it up to you, I said. So he hits me up with this date. In my head, I was sure that it was Skankfest was next week. I take it.
Is it one night? Was it meant to be one night?
It's only one night, yeah. So we do it. I book it. Then someone goes, dude, how can you be there and at Skankfest? I'm like, no. So, but I can't cancel on this guy because he took care of me before. Yeah. So I'm gonna honor it.
Such a good guy, Sam.
Johnny,
You are.
I mean, dude, I gotta keep my word.
No, I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I'm just saying. Most people would be like, "Oh shit."
He did say to me, "Thank you for not canceling." So I do it. So I have to get on a plane at this is more flying with Sam stories. So I have to get on a plane at like midnight, right?
Philadelphia? Or?
So yeah, no, at 11 o'clock I'm flying to Philadelphia. He gets me
from where? They have an airport in that town?
No, I'm flying LAX to
going out there.
Philadelphia,
Gotcha.
and it's really great. Here's the problem with going to LAX that late. For some reason, Los Angeles.
You just did the black woman like head snap. You just went
For some reason, New York. I mean, LA thinks it's okay to shut down one of the major exits to LAX, which means you have to go all the way around.
Oh no. That's the worst.
And it's crazy because nobody's working on the roads. Nobody's working. There's nobody working. You're just shutting it down for whatever reason. And I go, okay, I understand you want to work on this at some point. The last flight leaves LAX at midnight. Work from midnight to 5 in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You get done, and you're not going to mess up people who need to get to the airport. So we go all the way around. Johnny, I mean, dude, the line, I'm not lying to you, was like 3 miles back.
Really? Oh, that late? Oh.
Yeah. So I get there, I fly. Joel gets me a driver. This driver picks me up. We're driving around. We get in a conversation. He's telling, dude, this is how crazy it is. He's telling me he's moving to Las Vegas in 2 months, right?
Okay.
That he's lived in the same complex his entire life.
Apartment complex?
And he's 61. Damn. Isn't that crazy?
Why is he moving at the 61? What brings you to
Because he
Vegas?
just wants to live some life.
I'm surprised you didn't tell him you're too old to do that. Like, that's what you told me the other day when I said I wanted to try out New York. You're like, you're too old. What? I mean,
No. There's because New York City isn't Vegas and New York City are two totally different things.
Yeah, Vegas. I guess you're living
Vegas
out
is
in
a
house.
much cheaper thing, even though it's not as cheap as it used to be. It's like used to be crazy cheap. Now they've ran it into the ground.
There's still
Johnny,
there are a lot of houses.
I'm gonna do this for you real quick. I want you to put this on the screen real quick.
Okay. Cocktail shrimp.
Yeah, okay, Johnny. Look at that. That's what I ordered. What do you think that cost me in Las Vegas?
Where did you order it?
From Steakhouse. It was like the only place to get. Let me see if I can get you to where.
Wait, when was this? During Skankfest.
It was on Fremont Street.
And you just got cocktail shrimp from some random ass casino or what?
No, it was a steakhouse in a casino.
And that's all you got.
That's all I got.
3 shrimp.
What do you think that cost me?
I mean, I'm gonna play along and say like $12 or something.
$26
For 3 shrimp.
So you don't see how you don't get. They don't tell you. Oh, can I get a shrimp cocktail? We're gonna take care of you. They bag it up for you, and you go. You get there, and there's 3 freaking shrimp.
It's 3 shrimp in a plastic ass container with a cocktail sauce just splashed into one of those little plastic cups with, what is that, a lemon up there?
Yeah.
The most wrinkled ass lemon I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
3 shrimp.
3 shrimp.
Pathetic.
It's like, but that's Vegas now.
They used to give you free shrimp cocktail in Vegas. Anywhere. If you sat down at a penny slot.
This is why Vegas, I'm telling you, is going to shit the bed. I'm just telling you right now.
Where'd you stay?
They put me up at Circo? Not Cirque du Soleil.
Circa. That's a nice. I heard that's nice.
It's a very nice hotel.
That's one of the new places.
I spent a little extra and got a bigger room upstairs overlooking the pool. And they have a pool with a giant sportsbook jumbotron.
Yeah, dude, their sportsbook pool thing is supposed to be badass. Yeah,
it's nice, bro. And like, you know what's so funny about Fremont Street? And I even do jokes about it, about how it's genetic garbage, which it is. But it's like so many. Like,
what do you mean by that?
I mean, dude, it is a
people
dumpster.
Down there?
It's the dumpster fire. But they're happy, dude. And I'm amazed at how many people are like this. Oh, dude, this place is awful. I'm like, why is it awful? Like you walk around Fremont Street, everybody is happy. They're having the best time of their lives, and it's like kind of weird that like when people have a really good time at some, we tend to demonize it, right? We're like, oh, dude, well, why are we gonna go that? So we can just sit around and look like idiots. It's like everyone's having fun down there. So, anyways, I'm doing Soul Joes. We have a whole bunch of people come. Thank you to everybody. One of the best crowds ever I've ever performed in front of. Cool. Soldier, one of the best crowds. Just pure fire.
Great.
This guy Ryan, he goes up first. He literally looks like a Dothraki. Like he's just huge, shredded, good-looking guy who's crushing on stage.
That's just what we need. Another Brendan Schaub.
No, but crushing, bro. Okay. Super fucking funny. Schaub's funny too. Super funny. Okay. Crushing. Guy's an electrician and a carpenter, like crushing it.
That's great.
So I get off stage, meet and greeting with everybody. It was a lot of fun. This chick comes up in a wheelchair. Looks like an Elvira type chick in her youth, but in a wheelchair. And part of me was like, would.
Is this like an XG Instagram video?
Yeah, 100% would. Never banged anybody in a wheelchair.
Bro, I would bone her, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd dump her out of the wheelchair on the floor on her face and go at it, man.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Have you ever wanted to hook up with a wheelchair chick? Just like bang. Dude, first of all, you get all the best parking, no matter where you go.
She's already at the perfect height.
Yeah. If she's paralyzed from the waist down, can she get pregnant?
Bring some life back to that pussy. You know?
Yeah, bro. Can she get pregnant?
I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Probably it'd be great actually. Just
Would that be awesome? It's like
thing just pops out.
Dude, paralyzed chicks are great because you can just blast away because they can't get pregnant.
I think they probably could though, and I bet it would have. I wonder if they could squeeze it out.
Go ask that. Go. Hey, do paralyzed?
Should we
chicks
ask ChatGPT that?
Yeah,
question?
yeah. ChatGPT.
Let's see, because I imagine they don't feel anything, you know, so the baby just climbs right out of there. Climbs right out of their snatch. They don't even notice it.
Yeah, they don't even know.
Oh, there it is. Yes, paralyzed women can give birth. The ability of a paralyzed woman to become pregnant and give birth is often not affected by her paralysis, especially if her what kind of AI is this? Her reproductive system is intact. However, the approach to pregnancy and childbirth might differ from that of a non-paralyzed woman. Oh. We're supposed to say people who have uteruses or something.
Yeah, it's birthing people.
Yeah. Here are some things to consider. Fertility and conception. Some paralyzed women may experience changes in their menstrual cycle or reduce fertility. Pregnancy management. Paralyzed women should receive specialized prenatal care, and then I'm shortening this, and labor and delivery. Autonomic dysreflexia is a potentially life-threatening condition that can occur in individuals with spinal cord injuries above the T6. It's a sudden onset of an excessively high blood pressure. So yeah, they can, but there are some dangers to be on the lookout for.
You know what the best part about banging paralyzed chicks? They never worry about wrong hole ever.
You should have done that in your XG voice, but that was perfect. That's so funny.
Ever. They're like, every hole's a good hole. There's no pain. You can just
I've been
go to
banging your ass
Pound
this
Town.
whole time. I didn't even realize it. It's amazing. I thought something felt a little funny.
Yeah, dude. It's the best.
I thought it sounded
It's
funny.
the best. You can just light it up, dude. You can just light it up. So
That's so funny.
I'm
We're
like,
sick.
dude,
We're
I'm
sick people.
No,
Yeah.
we're not sick people,
We're
bro.
so sick.
I'm like, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's do it. Met some nice people. It was really cool. It was a great
And
experience.
what was your timeline like to get to Skankfest?
Okay, you ready, dude? So I do my show. My show's at 8 o'clock. It's done by 10.
Okay.
Right? So then I go home. I'm getting picked. So they want to pick me up at 2:45
a.m.
a.m.
And your drive to the airport is how long?
50 minutes.
And then your flight leaves when?
Supposed at 5.
Okay, that's kind of close. Yeah.
So I go, get me at 2:30.
Okay.
Thank God. So I'm like, give me at 2:30. Guy picks me up. We drive. I haven't slept at all. I'm just like, my head's racing.
It's brutal.
Yeah. So I get to there. So we're driving to the airport, and the limo driver guy, or the driver. I wasn't in a limo. We were just in his like SUV, but it was nice.
Sam's just like us, everybody. Not a limo.
I'm just like you peasants. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because they were like, just get an Uber. I'm like, dude, I'm not Ubering 50 minutes.
No, that'd be so expensive. Yeah.
Well, they would pay for it, but
Still,
it's
it
like,
would be, I
Still,
mean-
but like, if you're an Uber,
Also, they're giving you a driver, right? I mean, like.
No, because Dana's like, get him a driver. And I like, and they were nice. They were like, yeah, we got it. But they were at first they were like, just get an Uber, we'll pay for it. But like, if you were an Uber, would you want to drive an hour out than have to drive an hour
No.
back?
Yeah, although I did ask a guy one time, and he said that those are the best ones because you make a lot of money. Is what some guy told me once.
Really?
Yeah, an
It
Uber-
just seems like the hour back you're losing
Well,
time.
he says you'll find somebody going back the other way if it's a popular route, like around LA or something.
Oh, really?
It's really good at matching you up. but,
So
I would agree with you.
So
though.
we drive, right? We drive, and above us in the entrance is a walkway.
Where?
Like-
At the airport?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like from the garage over like a walkway over the
In Philadelphia again.
at the airport.
Okay.
Okay. A walkway, and then it's like to get you from the parking garage to the airport,
one of those
right?
things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
So he looks up, he goes, "Whoa, look at that. That's the line for the security. Look how long it is already." I go, huh, I don't care. I pre-check. I'm good, right? So I pull in. Johnny, when I tell you it was a football field and a half long.
The TSA line?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was so long.
That's terrible.
And just me and this couple from El Paso or San Antonio bonding, just bitching about, get off my lawn. This is what it was. I was
How long
walking.
did it take?
So this is the crazy part. So they eventually open it. It starts moving. Some reason, some woman there decides that it needs to move quicker. She opens up another thing, and right after me and the couple, she goes to those people right here. Go this way.
That's not fair.
So
you can't do that.
They're like, fuck it, we're going. They went, and I just started seeing them walk off. They're like, hey, come with us. Come with us. I'm like, okay, dude. People that were right in front of me got effed.
Oh, that's the worst.
They were stuck in the long line, and they only had Johnny. When
and
I
TSA
tell you,
doesn't give a shit about fair.
they don't care about anything. They're not tough guys. You're assholes. So we go in. So thank God, because I got there and I had a connecting flight, and I was all the way in the back. So I paid to move forward. And I get to row 8. And row 8 is the row right after first. And they got this wall. And you are right up on that wall.
And you don't have anywhere to put your bag on.
Nothing. So we sit down. I get the middle seat. That's all they had.
Oh, no.
I paid more for a middle seat.
Oh, no.
But I knew I needed it, dude, because I just felt like this connection was going to take.
Wait, okay. What's your connection? I didn't know that.
I'm going from
Philly to.
I'm going Philly to Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is a big hub.
To Vegas.
Okay.
So I get up close, right? I sit down. Next to me sits 2 women. The basic vibe, okay. They look like cafeteria ladies, all right.
On either side of you.
One looks like she's in some kind of cat club. Right? And the other one looks like she's like either the 5th or 7th of a wife of a Mormon
sister wife thing?
Sister wife thing.
Yeah.
That's their vibe, okay?
I know exactly what you mean. I got you.
All right, so that's their vibe. They're both thick, older, cafeteria ladies. One loves cats. One is the
right
fifth
up your
wife
alley,
of
basically.
Yeah.
That's right,
So so we take off, right? The plane the engine starts to go weird.
Like that rattling thing?
It's rattling. And she goes, that does not sound good.
You must have been right over the wing. Were you right over the wing?
We must have been right there. And I'm like, oh, this plane's going to go down, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, this plane's going to go
You're one of
down.
those people who thinks
and
that way.
I'm going to have to fuck something. And I only have 2 choices here. And one of these 2 cafeteria ladies are about to get lit the fuck up, okay? So I'm about to die. I'm going out jizzing on everything, okay? So I was like, who am I going to pick? Cat lady or 5 of 7?
Right after you offered to eat her butt, the captain's like, sorry, folks, we just had a little turbulence there. Everything's smoothed out. And you're like,
One was a grandma. One was a cat lady. I think I'm going to go with grandma. I think I was going to go with grandma. Yeah, I don't know. She looked like she was more fun. And she'd be letting me do weird shit. Right? So we get in there. We take off. I get on my plane.
that's not a long flight there, right?
Right.
Dallas to Nevada.
It's not that long. And I by the way, just so you know, haven't slept at all.
Sleep is the answer, brother.
I normally do. I just couldn't do it on this plane because there wasn't a lot of leg room.
You're probably pretty excited to get to Vegas, too.
Well, I'm more, I want to get there in time. I also want to get to my hotel room in time.
What do you mean in time? What, did you have a show?
I had a 2 p.m. show.
Oh, 2 p.m. Damn.
Yeah, so I had to get there. So I land around 10.
Oh, no sleep?
Yeah, no sleep.
Oh.
So I go there. They're like, we don't have your hotel room ready. I'm like, and they tried. They told the people at Skankfest the room will be ready. When I went to the desk, the room wasn't ready. So they're like, for an upgrade, we'll give you this room. And I'm like, I don't care. I just need a room. I just want to get here and do well at the show. And because it's like the only podcast I'm on during the whole week, which I get.
Oh, it's a podcast?
Yeah, I'm doing Dave Smith's Part of the Problem with him, Robbie, and
Dave's cool.
Dave is
should have him
cool.
back on tinfoil.
Kurt Metzger. Kurt Metzger was the other one.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. It was a ton. Dude, it was a ton.
Metzger's
of fun.
really funny.
Metzger, I have a great.
I love
story.
his energy.
His energy is Adderall energy.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
And it was so funny if you listen to Dave. Like he here's the thing about Skankfest is like I'm an outsider because it's all these guys that came up through to New York City,
got you.
and they're all friends, and I'm blessed to be there.
You have their energy, their vibe. Though.
Yeah,
You're
I do
on
have
that
their
same
vibe.
wavelength.
That's why I fit in.
Yeah.
But it is a skank fest. Legion of Skanks, Gas Digital.
It's because you're from New York, I guess, that you have that whole.
Well, we were lucky because Luis Gomez, do you remember the first time Luis Gomez came on? Were you there?
Came on
Punch Drunk.
Yeah.
By the way, James is like, he's the one that made all this happen in this weird way. James, because James.
Oh, well, I might not have been on that. No, but I remember him coming on Punch Drunk, but I don't.
Do you remember when he burnt the hat?
I was there for that, yeah.
Yeah, that was when Luis Gomez came on the first time.
Yeah, okay.
And we burnt a hat, and then that's kind of when ATC.
Wait, what does James have to do with that?
James is the one who kind of tried to make that happen because he was a big Legion of Skanks fan. And then they were kind of friends with Ari at that time, but like, that's when the love fest kind of happened, I guess.
Yeah, let me see. Okay.
Well, according to James, who's trying to take credit for basically blowing up Legion of Skanks. He's like, no, I'm just saying I got him on. I'm like, you're saying that.
I remember Lewis giving me a lot of shit for my my Twitter profile photo. I remember that. That was not my favorite, but yeah, that was yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. So those were good times in that old studio.
Bro, come on, man.
It
is like super tragic. Like
what, the loss of ATC? Yeah.
Well, the loss of just like everything.
Here, I'll show you. I think it's in this like montage of Punch Drunk. If you want to relive some Punch Drunk memories here.
I'm Ari Shaffir.
I'm Sam Tripoli.
And I'm Jason Tebow.
That's your first ever
Welcome to
episode,
Punch
February
Drunk,
2012.
the sports show. It's kind of like Comedy Central meets
crazy?
ESPN. And then they had a baby, and then they just abandoned it. Yeah, they didn't think we were going to have a show, and then they saw Ari was out there.
They saw a Jew, and they were like, oh,
this could get
business.
legal.
11 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
This week.
It's close. Here we go, everybody.
Here it comes.
Took the hit.
That worked.
That was good.
I guarantee you this podcast, you're going to get hate tweets.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of Punch Drunk Sports.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Buckle your seatbelts, dipshits.
I promise you, you will leave here with 2 broken ankles.
That changes everything.
Hi, everybody.
Powerful Sam Tripoli and the team.
I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to fucking kill everybody.
I love the fights.
Because they're professional and you're not?
I never said that, baby.
Sam,
Me, yeah, me, you motherfucker, I say. You, you, get out of here. Cause Ari, I didn't know the full fucking name. Okay, that's why.
Welcome to the new studios, Ari.
Saying something.
Say something, TJ.
Because I didn't know you were struggling.
Never do anything.
Is this real? Yeah, it's totally real.
You just hung up on a guest because you didn't
What the hell are you talking about? I didn't even know, but I did. Because you're looking something up, I think you're going somewhere with something.
Welcome to our 30th studio, everybody.
No,
I'm out.
Video.
I'm out.
It don't matter, motherfucker. I almost called you the N-word.
Oh no, no.
I'm just here to meet Billy Barr. Is he here?
No way! Cop and 3 other cops went to the game.
God. It's still.
I'm out of here.
He drank it.
Oh my God.
Throw it out.
Here, no, take that.
Throw it out.
There's nothing in there. Don't do that.
It's a professional studio. Stop it. This one broke. Get out of here.
Please welcome Joe Rogan.
Oh, hi.
Pauly Shore.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Stanhope.
As soon as Ari Shaffir wipes his dick against the window at just general passersby
By the way,
and
stop.
children.
Yeah.
That podcast
Yeah.
was one of the greatest podcasts ever. This particular
100%,
issue, this particular one, because he goes and pees on Ari, which is the best.
Yeah, he peed on my laptop. Yeah.
And what else happened that day? Was that gay porn day?
Yeah, Pukazizi, the Renazizi porn. Yeah, that was that. Or that might have been the next year.
And you remember when Jason was in charge of getting local gays and he wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
And by the way, this was like before everybody got canceled, right?
Oh, wait, yeah.
And Ari's manager or agent at that time, I'm not going to say his name, but he's with CAA. He brought everybody from like TBS there to see the show.
Yeah.
And we get this local black to come up and he just starts ripping juice.
Oh, no.
It was so hilarious.
Oh, no.
I can smoke.
Joey Diaz, everybody.
I'm here with my good
Go
friend.
back. Was that my best look?
Oh, let me see. Was
I
that
feel
you
like-
with the gay mustache thing?
No, right there. I feel like that was my best look right there.
I'm here with
Yeah, that was a good look for you.
good friend Bert Kreischer.
Hey, everybody.
My good friend Brian Moses is joining us.
Back by popular demand, the masses have called for him now here live in studio. Just crunching the numbers.
Jesus Christ, that's the longest
I
introduction
even cut it
I've
down
ever
a little
heard.
bit, actually.
Say his fucking name. God damn it.
Sports fan.
Steven Brody Steve.
Enjoy it.
One of my favorite people, one of my real buds, Al Madrigal.
Brendan Schaub, everybody.
What's up, fellas?
Look how small Schaub was there.
Yeah,
Look how
that's funny,
tiny he
isn't it?
was.
That's funny. That must have been back when he was like.
Look at that.
So
He just got out
fighting, man.
fighting.
Yeah.
Look how small Schaub is there.
That's
Damn.
He's a completely different
Look
human.
how much bigger I. Look at that.
Yeah.
You would think I was towering over that guy.
Yeah, you probably weigh the same as him there.
Oh,
There's
fuck
no
you,
way.
Johnny. I'm
well,
a
no,
human
I'm not.
being.
So I'm just saying you. There's more to you there. And
What's up, fellas?
We're going to actually talk about sports on Punch Drunk Sports.
That was always his problem with punch.
Yeah,
Drunk.
he wanted a more.
Yeah.
He wanted a more say.
He wanted
we
it to
love
be like
Al Magical.
Yeah, no, but that was his
Shartiana, everybody. Stephen Renazizi, our guest for today.
Tony Hinchcliffe joining the show, everybody. Wheeler Walker Jr.
Mark Ellis, everybody. Any other laws you want to
Danish or
violate?
Danish and O'Neill.
Wait, is there anyone else that's blown away by this story?
Why does she need to see your penis?
Oh my God. He pissed on
Doug Stanhope just pissed on Ari Shapiro. Doug Stanhope just pissed on Ari Shapiro.
You know how funny it is. I see it in your face.
Black
that was it right there.
Stupid idiot.
You're a stupid idiot.
I thought that was the day we were really about to fight.
This
That
fight
day,
right
I
here.
thought we were about to fight.
This is from the intro, right,
yeah,
of the show, right?
Yeah.
Really, you were really mad here?
Oh, I thought he wanted it.
Really?
I thought he wanted it. I thought today was the day.
Lying. You're clearly just
Why would I lie?
You're doing an excellent job, man. Excellent job.
I would crush that dick.
Why would I lie?
What,
I don't
for
need
attention?
attention.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You're a comic. Of course you need attention. Of course you do. You get up on stage every night and say, look at me, look at me.
That was
The
my
Lakers.
baddest, right?
What?
That was like
Right, what, the argument with Ari?
Yeah, that was
That was before.
Fat
That
Sam.
predates me, yeah, so I didn't
That was
see you
Fat
like that.
Sam.
Yeah,
Fat
yeah,
Sam.
yeah. You can tell your shoulders have meat on them. Like,
Get up on stage
behind
every
your
night
back.
and say, look at me, look at me.
The Lakers.
We all need attention, you moron. Go finish college.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Idiots.
You're an asshole.
dumb idiot. Uneducated moron.
Finish
Five
college.
white men looking for love. What you look for in a man?
I exploded and she just kept going. I was like stuttering.
A hot 7-incher? Wow. Lower your standards.
Thank you for not cock-bombing me, Johnny.
It's a Los
Lakers
Angeles
hat.
Lakers hat.
You got to pick one: anal speculum or sounding.
Burn the hat! Burn the hat!
Oh!
Why did it just blow up?
What was that?
It just blew up.
No, but I told her, I was like, I'm bleaching my ass. So she goes, oh, that's not that bad.
Go grab water, put it out. Go grab a big water bucket and put it out.
What sounded?
There's a bunch of steel rods.
I don't think I've ever ran a 40-yard Eddie dash.
They insert in your urethra.
In your urethra.
My lungs going. What is wrong with you?
Oh, he did it.
I hope you guys enjoyed that because I enjoyed that. Anyways.
Yeah, it's
So-
reminiscing.
So,
But yeah, that was the first time that
So we
Louis
get
J.
there.
Gomez was on.
So we do the show. I get there. Dave is great. Everybody's great. Robbie, the truth, you know, he's great. Bernstein, Robbie
the Fire
the Fire Bernstein, he's great. And then obviously Kurt Metzger. So you know, we're walking around. Everybody's talking to me, and I gotta be honest with you. People said the nicest shit. They like
Really?
oh, they
that's
said
cool,
the
man.
nicest. Like the fans there are so nice, right?
great, dude.
And by the way, everybody said there was way more hot chicks at Skankfest than ever before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's starting to grow.
Nice.
So I think the
That's
next
how you know it's successful, when the women are there.
dude, you want to know if you're doing well in your life? Are chicks around?
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally. Yeah, because they don't come to things that
Yeah,
aren't popping.
they are the great indicator of you how you're doing in life.
It's officially not a cult event if women are there.
Yeah, 100%. Until it is a cult event because there's only women there, right?
Yeah, and one guy that
Right?
just gets
It's
his
like
dick sucked by all
right.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's like eventually they're gonna try to bang everybody.
Yeah, like Jared Leto,
right?
A bunch of women in Jared Leto at camp. Yeah,
right, 100%. But Jared Leto's camp is like a bunch of sevens, which I would still love. Me.
Yeah. I told you I knew a girl that was his like assistant, one of his many assistants.
Yeah.
And she used to work that event, and it was weird. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
I mean, they were all just hoping for a shot at the title, right?
Oh, 100%. Oh, the women there, 100, and some of them got it.
Did you think he bangs multiple chicks that whole time?
Of course, dude. Yeah, of course he does. I don't know it for sure, but from what I've heard, I mean, he's in the weird stuff. He's a weird dude.
But here's the thing. Everybody's in the weird shit.
No, yeah, no
That's
judgment.
the problem right now with this Me Too shit. It's like we're living in a world where we are encouraging women to be as freaky as possible, while at the same time telling men you got to be like super vanilla, right? Like guys can't enjoy anything. Women, like, the nastier and freakier you get, the more empowered you are.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get into that. But anyways, so I go there. So I'm getting a spiritual tip lately. Like, I got Christ in my life. I'm living love. I'm open-minded to everything. I will listen to anybody tell me their thoughts on religion. Okay? I'm doing the one thing. God, Christ, in my heart. Okay, we're there, right? So I just started talking to Kurt Metzger. Kurt Metzger, right? Because I'm trying to talk to him about like all this shit about Noah's kids. I'm really interested in, right?
Yeah.
So he starts telling me his theories on it.
You should watch the Noah movie, by the way. If you haven't seen that, the Noah movie, it's with like Russell Crowe or whatever.
Oh, really? I'll watch that.
Yeah, you would like.
So,
it.
anyways, Kurt used to be a Jehovah's Witness, right? And he has some, obviously, he calls it a death cult, right? A doomsday cult. Fine,
yeah,
cool.
it is,
I get it. I get it totally 100%.
Who used to be in whose family? Used to be Jehovah's Metzger's?
Yeah, Metzger's
oh, really?
family.
I thought he was Jewish. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's so funny, dude. So he starts telling me, he starts breaking down the real reason he believes, and I'm totally cool with it. I'm listening, let's just say. I'm listening. I'm open-minded. Okay, Kurt Metzger's going to drop some knowledge on me.
The reason he believes in what?
That he believes that Ham's kid, right, which was the Canaanites, I think, is cursed. Right? Is cursed because when Ham saw Noah drunk, right? And I'm like, okay, we're getting in some good shit right here.
Yeah.
We're having a fun conversation. This is a deep dive into this thing. I've just started learning about. I'd love to hear Kurt Metzger's whole thing. He's telling me about all this stuff is total bullshit about this and the Bible. Okay, I'm listening.
Damn,
man.
I didn't know he went deep on that. That's
He does deep dives on everything. He said the most hilarious shit. So I'm listening to him. He goes, and you know what I think that Ham was laughing about Noah when he was drunk? Yeah. I go, what? He goes, Noah had a little dick. I go, okay, that 5 minutes gone. Never ever to get that back ever again. You were like giving me all this data, and now your take is that he cursed his grandkids because Ham found out Noah had a little dick. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. It's like somebody leading you down an alley and be like, just come follow me real quick down this alley, and you follow them for like 5 minutes, and you get there and it's just pig vomit or something.
Yeah, you're like, what are we talking about here?
Is this what you wanted to show me?
So we go on the show. I do my stand-up. It's great. Kurt Metzger goes up. And, Kurt is hilarious guy, crusher. But particularly with that group.
Oh yeah.
He's a god.
Yeah.
And he annihilates.
Yeah.
He annihilates. Dave goes up, crushes. We do the show. And
there are a few guys that have that vibe for that place that just destroy there.
I mean, like Big J.
Yeah.
They're just
What's the
like
guy's name?
Luis J. Gomez.
What's the guy's name? That kind of tall guy that hangs out with them too, who's an actor sometimes. He's on that show Billions.
No, I got Dan Soder's story too.
Yeah, he's perfect. For
right?
That.
I'm on the fringe of it. I'm on the fringe, and I'm okay with that. I'm an LA guy. I'm not a New York guy. These guys came up together. They're all friends forever. It's very
cool. That must be nice. That must be cool. I wish we had a scene in the South. There's just nothing like
it's
that.
in Austin right now.
No, but I mean like the South.
Oh,
the Southeast.
You mean from where you're
anywhere
from?
Around there.
Yeah, the LA scene moved to Austin.
It's crazy, right?
It is crazy.
Yeah. I'm almost done with your fight companion, and hearing them talk about that place, it just sounds fabulous.
Well, you remember when I told you that I texted Adam and he's like, "Who is this? I don't know who this is." And I thought he was having me. Turns out it isn't his. That's his old number.
Oh, really?
And he's telling me, dude, that this guy has his old number.
Oh, no.
And everyone's constantly texting him. Hey, Adam, who's this? And he talks in broken English. Who's this? Adam. This no Adam.
It must be driving him because he's one of the. I mean, he's the guy you hit up more than anybody if you want a spot.
It's so hilarious.
A spot? What? A parking spot? Like, what do you want?
So hilarious.
No.
So.
We should love. I would love to call. We should call that guy and just be like, "Hey, dude, we should."
Yeah, tell us your experience. Tell us your experience with being thought to be
Adam Egan.
Yeah. So it was fun. I mean, like it was very weird because both Dave and Kurt Metzger have been on Eddie Bravo's show, and they were talking about the experience and that they're not conspiracy theorists. So it was kind of just listen to Eddie say, and I had to put a stop to that right there. I'm like, we do not talk blasphemous about the prophet Eddie Bravo. We will not. And we got into the nuclear bomb stuff and all that stuff.
What?
But it was
not
fun.
being real, you mean?
That my whole theory. And so anyways, that was one of the highlights. There was like 3 things I enjoyed the whole weekend. And then
So that was Saturday. We're talking now.
And then I did the fight.
So what does it mean you're the piñata? You have to explain that.
So the whole thing is that they came up with this concept that someone would be a piñata, and that because Jason Ellis always brings like real fighters with him as friends to kind of like referee and make sure everyone's okay and help them run the night.
Yeah.
So it's those two, right? So it's Eddie Jackson, who's, if you look up in Twitter or Instagram, it's Eddie Ambient Jackson because he puts you to sleep, right? So
Ambient, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So he's that, and then they had another guy there, and they were great. And so, you know, he goes, "Hey, man, will you do this? Will you dress up?" So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? I've been taking Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu. I want to see if anything works, right?"
But what is it that you're doing? You have to explain this. I don't understand.
Their job is to try to get candy off me.
You have candy stuck to you.
Yeah, I'm the piñata. Look at the piñata picture.
Here's this, by the way. This is
that's Eddie Jackson. Yeah.
All right, so you're and I didn't see candies. Oh, I guess they're a little like Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. There's candies on there. It's not meant to be really a piñata. It's just so.
Are they hitting you though?
Yes.
In the face?
Well,
do you have headgear on?
So somebody snitched out the Legion of Skanks, and the Nevada Athletic Commission got involved and said you cannot do anything with hitting to the face. So they were allowed to punch the body.
Oh, that sucks.
And low kick or take down, do jiu-jitsu.
And are they fighting each other while you're in the ring? Is that the idea?
Yeah, they're trying to get to me.
Then they're trying to stop each other from getting to you?
There's 3 fans that agree to fight, two pros, and then me.
And the pros are trying to stop the fans
are protecting me.
I got you. So it's basically 2 pros beating the shit out of 3 fans.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With me sitting in the back pegging dudes off. So can we go to the video and watch it?
Oh, there's a video?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Go back to my page.
Okay.
For those of you listening, which is most of you and not watching on YouTube, feel free to skip ahead a few minutes here. It's mostly us breaking down the fight. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be great. YouTube.com/Sam Tripoli. But if you're just listening to it, I could see why this could be kind of miserable to listen to. So feel free to skip ahead a couple of minutes. We get back to Skankfest after that.
There it is. That's the video right there.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's watch this. Okay, here we go. So this guy's too big for his jiu-jitsu bag.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he hits me in the face. Watch this. Watch this, Johnny. Watch. I guillotine him right there. You see that? I guillotine. Let him go.
That guy's whole ass is out.
It sure is.
Watch this. Watch.
Octavius Thunder is not wasting time.
Keep those kicks long. Oh, that's Octavius Thunder. He's a great guy. Takedown. Watch this, dude. So, look at Jason Ellis.
They don't even have boxing.
That guy.
I thought they would have gloves.
Oh, Johnny, look at this. I put him in a tight club, knee the shit out of him. Bang, bang.
Oh, no, I think you hurt the guy. He put his hand in his face to see him bleed.
Mario Battalion, fight for his life against...
Now watch down here. Bang! Bang! Oh, now watch me, dude. Watch.
You just kicked him in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a tail on him.
Right, he's is out. Ass crack's out. His legs hurt. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
Look at him.
Watch this, though, Johnny. Watch this. Watch this. This kid comes running at me. Watch this.
The guy in the pink is a fighter.
That's Jason Ellis.
What's he doing to?
Because he's gay. He wears a pink like thing now.
You see he's pouring something.
Watch this. Watch this.
Jason Ellis, it's unclear what his role is here.
Watch this. He turns up. I start using jujitsu. Well, I mean, I start using. So I'm in the corner looking for a little action.
It's all the way back up, and that is absolutely fine.
Watch this. I use my. Look at this. Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. See, he's throwing punches at me. Bang.
You put your hand on his head.
I just go like that. Watch this though.
Oh, shit. His pants are fully
Look,
off.
he's so hurt. He doesn't even want to
His
tap.
pants are fully down.
Watch this.
Did you kick him?
Yeah. I'm going to kick him again, too.
He went right
Watch
down.
this. Watch this.
Are your feet taped up? What is that?
No, I have shin pads on. Watch, I'm blocking. Bang. Watch this.
Oh, he just took a flying knee to the gut.
Mario Batali trying to take his pants off.
My God, Mario Batali.
Watch this, Johnny. Watch. Watch. Watch this.
Oh.
This guy's the best. He was a writer for Greg Fitzsimmons. I kick ways down.
You just kicked him in the ass. It's so funny, man.
Oh!
Did you kick him in the face?
I kicked him right in the middle of the chest.
Oh, he went down hard.
According to Sam, he's fighting for Armenia against Azerbaijan tonight.
You okay? That's it. Now you're good. You're straight. Straights always say they're okay when they're not.
I felt bad.
Pretending to care right now.
I'm looking at this.
Everybody give it up.
Another joke.
Bye.
That was great.
All right, that'll do. That'll do. You got the fuck.
That's the hardest thing I imagine is pacing yourself. Is someone
Well,
who's got
dude,
no
it's like,
experience with that.
I mean, like you have two great fighters and three guys that can't. And the guys who were fighting were big guys. The one bald dude is like this older guy that loves to fight.
He kind of did the best, though, honestly.
He shows up and he just loves to fight, and he just gets thrown around, but he just loves the
was trying,
action.
though, yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was the best. It's the
That
best.
was fantastic.
That was great, bro.
That was so good.
It was good to get the kicks in to see I could do it, bro.
Yeah. Did that feel good?
Yeah, it felt great. It felt great.
Do you spar like that when you go to Krav Maga or anything, or is that?
Yeah, we do a little bit of that sparring.
But
Yeah,
not
for sure.
not
Yeah,
real,
I need to get back to Krav Maga. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to do it.
Oh no, you're cheating on Krav Maga with jiu-jitsu. Huh?
And some Thai boxing.
Cheating on your Jewish lady with a
My
Brazilian.
Jews.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Jews. Yeah, so that was it, dude. That was fun. So, anyways, so
Sunday night then.
So Sunday night.
was singing.
So Ryan comes in, right? Ryan off the grid comes
Okay.
into town, and
Nice.
Ryan is the best.
Shout out OTG
shout
Ryan.
Out, shout out off the grid. We love you very much, but.
Haven't seen him in a long
Off the grid.
time.
Oh, by the way, this guy came to see me in Pennsylvania. He's got a podcast called This Week in Conspiracies. He wanted me to give you a hat.
Oh shit, nice hat.
Yeah, there we
Nice
go.
hat.
That's your hat.
Thank you.
Use it for whatever you want. There we go. Look at that. So, so off the grid, right?
that.
Off the
Thank you, sir.
grid comes out. We hang out. Vegas. I like Vegas.
Oh,
I
Vegas
wish I
is
had the
the
type of money
best.
I could just buy a condo in every city I like and then
It's
go
the
live
best.
there.
Oh, that would be
Right?
That's, the
That's
dream,
my
right?
goal,
Yeah,
is to
that's
get
the-
a nice
or
place.
to have like to be rich enough that you could have like a permanent suite at I don't know Palms or something like that. Just that that you get there and they're like, yeah, sir, come on right. up.
I would, if I could own, I would own a house in LA, a condo in Vegas, a condo in Austin, and a condo in Miami. Those are my dreams.
Get a condo though, like in one, like those MGM towers that's like right next to Park MGM, but you can rent the place.
Yeah, but
That's
I
where I would
like
do it.
scumbag Vegas.
See,
I like to
being
go
on
to
the
the
strip.
weird parts of Vegas
like the touristy
and
shit.
just watch where the wild things roam.
Yeah, we're different in that way.
I'm just all about the weirdness, dog.
I'm
So,
all about
so
not that.
like, I've been trying to think about how to describe Off the Grid Ryan. He's my good friend. We hang out all the time. My kids literally call him Uncle Ryan. That's how much he hangs out with them.
Yeah.
They love him. They're always like, "Where's Uncle Ryan?" I'm like, "Okay, he'll be around soon."
It's like Santa Claus's
So
nephew
he
or
is.
something.
So every day I hang out with Ryan, I have to get a weekly breakdown of what's going on in the East Coast podcast. I almost want to make it a segment on here where he comes on for 10 minutes and just tells us what's going on.
The funny thing is to give him like 30 seconds to put as much in as he can, you know. And
go.
Yeah.
But, dude, let me tell you something. He loves all these guys, but there's no love that you will ever see more than Ryan, Off the Grid Ryan's love of Cum Town. He refers to himself as a cum boy in third person.
Oh, no.
He's like, the cum boys don't put up with that. They're called the cum boys because they're all guys.
You got to be a real fan to call yourself that, I think.
So I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I will tell you something.
I've never heard that podcast.
I'm going to tell you, bro.
I just remember when they were on Patreon, they were making like $100,000 a month or something like that.
Dude, you should listen.
Crazy.
I wish you could find on here. Listen.
They were doing OnlyFans numbers.
Here's what I'm going to say. The greatest podcast ever is obviously Joe Rogan, right? He's an amazing conversation. But when we get into who's the funniest of all time, it to me comes down to two people.
Yeah.
Nick Mullen from Cum Town and Tim Dillon. Those are the two funniest guys. Dave Smith is so fast. He's so fast.
I've never listened to either of their podcasts.
Okay.
Honestly.
Bro, you should check out Cum Town sometime. It's hilarious. If you're ready for an hour of a lot of gay dick jokes, and in there is some of the dude.
What's it about? It's just them dicking.
So as a podcaster, right?
Yeah.
As a podcaster,
they break a lot of your rules. Like I don't know what that show's about based on the name. I have to say.
No, but that's how good they are.
Yeah.
Nick Mullen's rant. I'm telling you this as a podcaster, right? Nick Mullen's rant about Steven Seagal movies, it's to me like watching Jordan's flu game.
What's he ranting about? Should we watch that? Is that something?
Can you see if you can find it? Okay. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Nick Mullen is fire, bro.
Is that one word, Cum Town? It's 13 minutes.
I know, but just listen to
I've been watching a shit ton of
this is Nick Mullen.
What I like to call the Entenmann's Donut Goatee Seagal era films.
Yeah, we watched
anything post 2000.
Dude, let me suck off some coffee.
Probably 2011 or 12.
Okay.
So the last 4 years of Seagal movies. And he's never been like particularly an active guy, but like
Under Siege era, he's in good shape.
He's in Above the Law. First of all, what people don't realize about Seagal is that when Above the Law came out, he was already like 34 years old.
Right.
He wasn't a young guy. So his first movie, he was already,
God,
like
he's always
getting
bad
on.
Actor, huh?
And you can see his hairline's fucked up in that movie. It's all like thin, in the front. And then in Hard to Kill, his hairline's fixed. And he's a little bit fatter, and he just got progressively fatter throughout his entire career.
Yeah, that was back in the day when you didn't have to be cut.
Yeah, well, now he's 65 years old, and he's in his 60s.
His body sucks.
He's still making movies where it's like we need to send our best special forces, and then he spends half the movie in a chair. Like, refuses to get out. So we watched last night Sniper Special Ops, and there's no colon. It's Sniper Special Ops, and that's because the Tom Berenger Sniper series are not related to Sniper Special Ops. And he does maybe 5 seconds of sniping in the movie. It's right in the beginning. He refuses to take his sunglasses off while looking through the sniper rifle. So he's wearing these dumb fucking like snowboarding sunglasses while like looking down this rifle. And then when they show the enemies in the reticle, they're like 5 feet away. They're taking up the entire scope. So he's probably like 5 feet away from these guys.
So awesome.
And missing. I don't know why they let him miss for
When you say
suspense.
he refuses to take it off, you're saying
movie.
you think Steven Seagal, the actor, is like, no, absolutely not. I'm not getting out of this chair. I'm not taking off my sunglasses.
100%. I guarantee you that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because the thing about all these movies is they're all produced by Steamroller Productions, which he owns.
What? That's like a Chinese.
Oh
No,
God.
it's
No,
Steven
he owns
Seagal's
that?
company. He owns it with some like Indonesian guy or something.
It's like when you work at a restaurant, you have to wait on
ability
the
to
owner of
remember
the
everything
restaurant.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
So, you know, all these people, then he brings all these fucking old fucks out of retirement. So it's like, you know, like Rob Van Winkle, like dying wrestlers. to be-
Yeah, it's all like
Yeah.
retired WWE
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
So
I
gotta check this out.
In Sniper
Rob Van
Special
Dam.
Ops, you know, it's like,
RVD? RVD's in it, yeah.
In Sniper Special Ops, he's like
the lingo guy.
Overwatch. 2 is a Charlie. Anything in my area?
So bad.
I love it.
He's playing like you know, they're part of like this like special ops team, and they're all like in the minimum age is 51 years old. And they're in like Afghanistan somewhere, of course. And then they show their commander, who's a major, and because it wouldn't make sense, he's a colonel, and it wouldn't make sense if he was like, you know, their age. So they have like an 87-year-old man
in army clothes.
Really? This fucking decrepit old man in an army uniform, and is like,
Stop it, stop it.
I don't know if
So
we
the
can
whole
get up
show
there.
is basically Nick Mullen saying the craziest shit.
Yeah.
And then Stavi laughing out loud.
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
And it's like the perfect laugh track. And it's like the craziest shit you've ever heard. Well, like, you know, like Off the Grid Ryan is like a fanatic. The whole ride home, I had to listen to Come Town. And he's like, bro, Come Town, don't fuck around. It's like the weird. Have you met somebody too much into anything?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like it's borderline.
You and drugs for a while, I would say. It's
Yeah, but I didn't talk about it all the time,
that's
did
true.
I?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like the center of conversation.
No,
all the time.
true.
Like,
Absolutely true,
Like, like Come Town Ryan is like Clipper Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like,
yeah. He's like, you think we're getting hardened? Yeah, just the whole
everything, no matter what we're doing. It's like it always goes back to come.
Hey, do you want some donuts? You know who likes donuts? James Harden, boy.
Yeah. Every conversation we have somehow leads back to Come Town. Every time I hang out with him, it's every time we're talking Come Town. But
there are worse things to like.
No, there is worse thing to like.
I used to be like that with the Beatles. I'm
Like,
sure my girlfriend gets tired of hearing about the fucking Beatles because I just know every Beatles story.
Yeah, but like, is everything about you Beatles?
No. But like, I'll do this thing where like, oh, that reminds me of something John Lennon said one time. You know,
He'll
Annoy the
just
shit out
send
of
me shit from Come Town. That's all I get. It's my like if there's a text from it's a Come
You're
Town.
a little
clip.
bit like that with the NBA. I'll say a little bit. Like you talk about the NBA a lot.
Yeah, but I talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you talk about the NBA more than anything. I'll say it's not in an annoying way. But
would you say it is? Give a percentage.
30%.
30%. That's still
that's a lot.
Off the Grid Ryan's doing about 80%.
He's
Come
shooting
Town.
about 80, huh?
Yeah, 80% Come Town.
He would have like a great free throw percentage.
So
would be how much
he's
he
like
does for
80% Come Town, 20% there is no God. That's Ryan.
So nihilism 20%.
Yeah.
And then 80% Come Town.
80% Come Town. Like somehow he would, like if we were talking donuts, it would go into Nick Mullen did coke off a donut one time or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. So that was it. So the funniest thing was, like Nick Mullen, like there's a lot of New York City comics that I know on the Fringe. They know me from the Fringe. They know me.
What do you mean?
But I don't know that. We don't
you
know
don't
each
know
other
them.
very well.
Boy, the Giants suck, don't they?
What?
The Giants are garbage.
Oh my god, bro. Anyways, so like when I see them, sometimes I think I'm maybe I'm a little closer to them than I think I am. Okay. By the way, if you love gay, you should listen to Come Town. It is 80% sticking stuff in their butts. That's what it is.
They're not gay, are they?
No.
They just do gay humor.
That's it. That's really the essence of the show. And they got $100,000 a month just to talk about shoving stuff in their butt.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's America for you. I love it. Love this country.
Nick Mullen is a savage. I think it's between who's the funniest. You know, Tom Segura's amazing.
Oh yeah.
But it's just these guys just
there's so many funny people out there.
Talking punchlines.
It's a miracle 50,000 people have ever listened to this podcast. Like,
it is a miracle. I'm not going, is this at all funny today?
And
dude, you're gonna cut out so much fat. There's gonna be so much fat cut out of this.
I do that.
So what was the point? So this is how I'm hand to God. I'll end it right here. This is how much Ryan loves Nick Mullen, dude. So you know, so I see Dan Soder, he's checking in, right? At the he's trying to get something at the tent where you check in. He's waving to Kurt Metzger. Kurt Metzger doesn't see him, so I try to corral like a cat, Kurt Metzger over to Dan Soder because I like Dan Soder. And so I corral him over and I go to shake Dan Soder's hand, and the look of fear in his head, like, who is this crazy person?
That's so funny.
All right, so I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to help. Apparently, nobody knows who I am.
It's your dark energy, you know.
Yeah, that's what.
Were you embarrassed?
No, I was like, okay, I guess you don't know who I am. Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
Did it hurt your feelings or anything?
No, I've surrendered. I've surrendered.
You're just beaten down, huh?
It's just, who cares?
That would hurt my feelings.
Why? I mean, like, we've never we've had two conversations.
I know, but I still.
Some people know about conspiracy podcasts. Some people don't.
Boy. What can I say?
Johnny, I've given up. I'm dead on the inside. Okay. You got comics taking private jets to and from. I'm like, and I'm gonna sit in a car and listen to Come Town for 4 fucking
I had
hours.
to sit in the middle between two cat ladies.
Yeah, right. Two cafeteria ladies figuring out which one I'm gonna bang if the plane goes down. Okay. So I don't know all these guys. Nick Mullen, I don't know him. Like I said, hey, and he's like, I'm like, okay. You don't know. I know you know who I am, but we're not close. And I think Nick Mullen might be on the spectrum a little bit. That's basically what Ryan tells me all the time. But dude, this is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. So Nick Mullen, who's about, I'd say 5'8", around 5'8", 5'9",
okay,
is walking with somebody around, right? I see him walking. Off the grid is right there. I go, Ryan, it's your God. And he looks over and he sees Nick Mullen, and I hand to God his heart pittered. and then I think he came in his pants. I'm not going to go, oh. I saw a dude. I go, oh. I go say. He's like, nope, not gonna say anything. I'm like, go say something to your God. Say hello to your God. He is right there. This is where you say hi. That's why people go to Skankfest, because you can meet the people you love, which is like why everyone's always loved the Comedy Store. Yeah, it's like, basically, Skankfest is the Comedy Store, where you could just hang out and see your favorite podcaster.
Oh, dude, you could see anything at the Comedy Store on any given night.
Right.
Wait, so now you've mentioned in the past, if I'm talking out of school here about Ryan, tell me that he would occasionally book someone that he was a big fan of on Tempo.
All I do, dude, is when I hang out with him, he gives me like scenarios that he thinks I can book.
Oh, really?
He's like, bro, he goes, man, this is a podcast you got to do, Sam. You, Nick Mullen, Joe Rogan, Donald Trump. Make that one. Like, I had that kind of like poll with people.
Yeah. Didn't he used to like book people that he was fans of on Tinfoil?
100%.
Yeah.
First of all, if you go back to the early days of Tinfoil Hat, it's very dark because he's a nihilist.
Yeah.
So he's getting like the Church of Satan guy on.
Yeah.
Do you remember that story?
Yeah, you told me.
1,000 times where he's like, what's the name of this podcast?
Yeah.
Like Tinfoil? Are you guys one of those conspiracy weirdos? I go, you're the Satanist that's complaining about how the news
his brand
portrays
image.
you? Yeah, 100%.
That's hilarious.
It would be a totally different conversation if I had Lucius Graves on the show right now. I would grill that motherfucker.
He's a weird looking guy too.
Dude, but the thing is, it's not even his real name. He's like the Larry the Cable Guy of Satan, right?
Oh, really?
It's like not his real name, and he's a DNC like fundraiser guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, look him up.
Kidding.
Look up Lucian Graves. Look up
Lucian Greaves, right?
What else, dude? Who cares?
I mean, I gotta spell
it's his
it here.
fake name. I'm not insulting his ancestors or the guys I brought up at Skankfest by fucking their names all up.
Apologies to all of them. Yeah, here he is. It's Greaves, Greaves. If you want to look it up.
Yeah, but they cleaned it up because he was a DNC. Put in DNC.
Just
Yeah, I mean, that guy just looks like he loves fat goth chicks, right?
Oh,
just
100%.
loves fat goth.
Douglas Messner, Mesner, also known as Lucian Greaves, is a social activist and spokesman and co-founder of the Satanic Temple.
Yeah, but he's also a DNC fundraiser, and they've conveniently left that out of his stuff.
He studied neuroscience with a specialty in false memory syndrome.
Oh, of course he. Oh, whoa! Wow, Johnny.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that about?
We know exactly what's that about.
We just had that podcast, last week, right?
Oh, by the way, okay. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but
that's that news story? I have that news story.
Oh, the one that I put up? Yeah. But it's like, Johnny, I cannot believe you just did that.
I know, crazy.
That's insane, bro. The guy who founded the Satan cult got a degree in false memories. What are we talking about here?
Wild, brother.
That is the craziest shit ever. Wow, Johnny, you just nailed that. My God. All right, Johnny, we got a lot to go. So that was my experience in Skankfest. It's the best. Skankfest, all the women who work so hard.
Did actually make it out? I know he was talking about.
No, he didn't. I just like, if I'm there, I can get passes for people. If I'm not there, I can't.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's too bad.
But it was crazy, dude. More drugs than ever.
More drugs than ever. Huh?
Dude, everybody was on acid. You know, so we're leaving. Luis J. Gomez is like, hey, you want some ketamine to Ryan?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they go hard, bro. By the way, did you know that they were testing coke and one of the things had fentanyl in there?
Really?
Yeah. Thank God they got that right.
That's so scary. That's so scary.
What the fuck? I got officials arrested after being exposed running a dogfighting thing for the last 20 years. There's a special place in hell if you do dogfighting. You're pieces of shit.
Yes.
You're a piece of shit. You're any of these, like, and this come from a guy in a piñata thing.
And they'll tell you it's culture, it's part of their culture or whatever. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I love that. Like, I love how you can explain shitty shit as your culture, but then you turn around and tell people when they do shitty shit, that's like bigotry and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so what do you want to talk about?
We're at 90 minutes. We can get into the news already if you want.
All right,
We'll combine fun with stupid in the news because there's just so much crazy shit that happened over the past week.
Let's go.
All right, I got a couple of things you sent me. One is just this. We'll just call this fun with stupid. This is Antonio Brown on the golf course. This is a guy who you may not remember. He bought a flag football team.
By the way, he is stealing Jamar Neighbors' look. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, he is. He bought a flag football team and fired and hired the coach about 12 times. He had 12 different head coaches.
No, this is how bad
it is.
He didn't
pay them.
They were the champions of the league before he bought them
into the ground.
And now they're no longer in the league.
Yeah, he could not run the team efficiently. Like, didn't pay the players.
Bro, did you hear about him in Saudi Arabia? No, he was in the pool whacking off with people around him.
It's CTE. But watch his golf swing here.
But you don't do that in Saudi Arabia, bro.
No, you may end up in jail, for the rest of your life. Watch this. Watch him hit a golf ball. He is whacked out, dude.
Dude, that hit from James Harrelson changed his life. Yeah. He's never the same after that.
Because remember with Tampa, like his last game where he just took his shirt off and started screaming at the fans and ran out? Weird dude, man. Damaged his brain. It really did.
How about the fact that what's his face is like, when I get done with playing, I want to the fast wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. What's his name? The really fast.
Tyreek.
He's like, I want to do porn. You're like, what?
Did he say that?
Yeah,
really?
Look it up. It's like, what are we doing in our lives? How much money do you need to go? Hey, maybe I don't need to go pro in this.
Dude, you could find any woman.
Dude, you're in Miami. You can just bang. You don't need to put it on film.
It's so weird. Let me find out. Okay. I can't believe that's real. Let's see. Tyreek Hill wants to retire and become a porn star. That's from Men's Health. Oh, now he's saying he was just joking.
I'm just joking. Yeah, after everyone said you're crazy.
Okay, here's another fun with stupid. Couple is suing Disney World after claiming, get this, a water slide caused a painful wedgie.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, dude, this legal thing we got right now is nuts.
It's crazy. A couple is now suing Disney World, both of them are, after they say a water slide caused a painful wedgie and severe injury. This reminds me of the time I gave my father a wedgie and he accused me of ripping his butthole. He got really mad. He said, you ripped my butthole.
Hold on, what happened?
My dad, I gave him a real bad wedgie
one time. Why would you give
time.
your dad a wedgie,
Because he kept giving me wedgies.
Is that did he molest you?
No.
Dude, giving you a wedgie sounds like molestation.
No, my dad
molested you.
Would love to annoy anything that's annoying my dad would do.
Really? Molest you?
No.
Okay, go on.
Not molesting. No, he just annoy the shit out of you. And he would give me wedgies. And like what was like Indian sunburns, all that shit. You know, just annoying shit my dad would do. My dad, as an act of dominance, we would get pizza. And the first thing, as soon as it came up, and he would take all the cheese out of the middle, out of every slice, and just take it like that, eat it, and just look at all.
You know what? He
dominate.
paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay
that
with
was
that.
his move. Yeah, and then every slice you had after that, the first bite had no cheese on it.
You know what that means, Johnny? At some point, you have to order pizza and eat it right in front of him.
Yeah,
and eat it right in front of him. Just let him know who's the new boss.
I grew up like though, like he would just eat random shit that wasn't his, so that now I have a problem with sharing. Like we're working.
Oh,
through
really?
It, but yeah.
Oh, with your girl?
Yeah.
Because they love to not order food and eat your food.
It
They love
all
that.
the time.
That's a sign of dominance
and
too.
I have a real problem with it.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
like you didn't want anything when I ordered.
That drives me nuts.
So yeah, they're suing Disney World because let's see. Typhoon Lagoon and the 214-foot water slide gave them a massive wedgie. The complaint said riders can reach speeds up to 40 miles per hour, and they go down the slide after being told to cross their legs at the ankles. In the woman's case, she went down the slide, and near the end, her body lifted up. She became airborne, and then she slammed down against the slide, which increased the likelihood of her legs becoming uncrossed, and her impact into the standing water at the bottom caused a painful wedgie. So the wedgie just forced her underwear into her.
Can we do a little Bigfoot theater?
Should we get ChatGPT to write a script?
Right. Well, write a script of can he? I want you to write a script about the opening statement from a lawyer in a trial about a painful wedgie, or do you want to do you pitching the idea to a lawyer?
Okay, write a brief closing statement, let's say, for an attorney, let's see, trying to get money for his client after they received a painful wedgie at Disney World. Oh, this is good. Are you ready? Okay, you're the jurors, right? And I'm gonna do the.
Yeah.
Ladies
okay, real quick. Final statements.
Or you can be the judge if you want.
Yeah, I'll be the judge.
Okay. All right.
Final statements from the defense, please. Address the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have embarked on a magical journey today, a journey into the heart of the happiest place on earth. But for my client, it was less of a fairy tale and more of a briefs affair, you might say.
I get it. Oh, no, it's becoming funny.
As we've seen, instead of a sprinkle of pixie dust, my client got a hefty yank on her underwear.
Oh, my.
Now, while we chuckle about the uplifting experience they endured, we ask you to consider the not-so-magical wedgie, the rear-end ruckus, the cotton-clad catastrophe that befell my client today. Isn't their suffering worth a little bit more than just the magic of laughter? Let's ensure their next trip to Disney comes with some compensation, perhaps in the form of fast passes. Thank you.
Johnny, as you read that, I go, oh, the Writer Guild is fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I go, the Writers Guild is effed.
That's why they're worried. Yeah.
Get a new job. Yeah. It's over.
That's why they're worried.
And as you did the jokes, I go, comedians, you might be in trouble too.
It's coming for them, yeah. It's not quite there, but it's coming.
I was blown away by that. Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm like, oh, we're all done. Yeah. Stick a fork in us. Hollywood's about to be a ghost town.
The movies are going to be great, though.
That was insane, Johnny.
Get ready.
I could have laughed harder, but I couldn't because I was in such shock and awe. And by the way, if I was on the jury, all the money to that chick.
Really?
All the money. AI lawyer crushes it.
So this is, you talk a lot about these women who brag about their body count. Now, I hadn't seen a lot of it until last week when this story went around. This woman, Brittany Renner, who is, I don't know what she, do you know who Brittany Renner is?
Yes, she's this hot black chick.
What's she
and
done?
I believe she has also basically entrapped this NBA player.
What does she do for a living? Model? internet celebrity.
Oh yeah,
writer.
There's not influencer on there. That is the worst. There is no lower form of anything than influencer.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like these people who I put this out on a tweet the other day. It's like anybody whose job is a model and a nurse is a nurse. You know what I mean?
100%.
You see that all the time. Like I'm a model and I work as an attorney.
Yeah, I mean,
you're an attorney. That's your job. You're not a model. You just post
Johnny,
sexy pics to Instagram.
Who do you think is more narcissistic, men or women? Honestly, in our society today,
it's women. It's women.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I could be wrong, and women can call in and tell us. But it seems like if you had to go, who is more about projecting themselves?
It's women.
Right? And I know we just played Ari going, of course you want attention. You're a comedian. Yeah, but it's more about what I'm saying than me.
Here's the IMDb page, by the way, in which she would have written, or her people would have written. Brittany Renner is a social media superstar, actress, fitness model, fitness capitalized, author, app developer, and Instagram megastar.
Oh,
that's how she describes herself.
If there is World War III, you have no skills. That's what that tells me.
Oh, you're dying. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. You
Stick
better hope
a fork in you.
You better
Stick
hope
a
somebody
fork in
picks you up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this is what Brittany Renner went on Shannon Sharp's. Whatever he's doing now. I don't know what this is. And this is what she said. So I'm sure you've seen this, but here you go. Instagram starts muted.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen this.
It starts muted for some reason.
No, but it's like Shannon Sharp. Everyone has a love affair with him. I don't hate him. I don't understand what we're excited about.
He's fine. Okay, so he asked her what her body count is.
I've had sex with 35 guys.
Okay. Let's do that math.
Listen.
Whew. Oh Lord.
Listen to what she says.
Impressive isn't the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
If I'm judged for having great taste.
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Woo.
I don't understand. What is he in shock and awe?
Yeah, he's like,
is he put on a show?
Yeah, of course he is.
Because there's no way.
Because he wants to be 36. They call it the race to 36 now, is what everybody's talking about on the internet. It's like who's going to be the next.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the way she says is exactly what you're always talking about. She's like, impressive is not the word.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no.
And by the way, nobody believes that number.
You're shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 90. It's 90.
Johnny, it is way above that.
Yeah. Well, she's not. She's only counting like guys that didn't wear condoms that came, to completion.
Yeah.
Is what? No, that might be 30.
She's only counting the guys she would actually cop up to that she actually had sex with. Yeah. I would add a 0 to that, probably. I'm being dead serious. Add a 0 to that number. 360.
You think so, really?
100%.
Here's another fun with stupid. This is just stupid. Actually, I'll save it for the news. That's more news. All right. So this is stupid though. Did you see this? So this guy,
this is crazy. And by the way, I've said this is going to happen.
And you were totally right. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought when I saw this. So this guy went around, and he's got a whole YouTube channel based on harassing people, basically. And he went around with this voice to text thing that he would play on his phone in people's faces, saying, "Hey dipshit, stop looking at my twinkle," talking about his dick. And it would just hit it over and over again in people's faces, and just there's nothing funny about that. There's no art to that. That's not. It's just annoying people. You know what I mean? It's idiocracy is what it is.
Right.
So he finally did it to the wrong mother.
Yeah. Okay.
Is what happened.
Watch this.
So here's
what.
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that?
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Get out of my face and call house stuff. Stop.
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop.
I love it.
Got shot in the leg. Yeah.
By the way, you don't do that to a guy who has Unabomber vibe, right? That guy?
100%. Yeah. That guy has weird energy, dude.
That guy is like, and like, we were right, by the way. Yeah. He's walking around with a gun in his jacket.
Yeah. That's like total Travis Bickle. Like what the hell?
That was 100% Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Travis Bickle, like.
And you know what's so funny? Is he's the good guy in this story.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And the jury comes back and says, that they were deadlocked, basically. And the judge admonished them to like, hey, you got to come to a decision here. And so they ended up giving him not guilty on almost everything except for this one little gun.
Yeah, of course. You're like, you know, I mean, like, I think you should be able to, but.
And this guy's still doing pranks, dude. This guy that got shot is still doing the same shit, apparently.
Yeah, he's an idiot. And it's not even that interesting.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not funny. It's not artful in any way.
So that's a new thing going on. Like these guys who are just like getting like annoying people. Have you seen this guy in Japan that was doing this? This like African or Somalian guy was going around Japan and just annoying Japanese people. And Japanese are nice. Yeah, he's like Somalian or something like that. Look up Japanese prankster guy goes to jail. Go Japanese.
Oh, he went to jail. Okay.
Yeah.
He's quite possibly the worst TikToker of 2023. A couple of months ago, we actually covered him, and to my surprise, he was just arrested. That was sarcasm. I'm not surprised whatsoever because he essentially harasses, lies, and threatens people as a prank on TikTok. He's the epitome of a garbage influencer who's really only comparable with Mizzy, who we've also covered recently. So to catch you guys up to speed, his first taste of TikTok attention came from this video.
Los Angeles, California has the 3rd biggest homeless population in the United States. And today, it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, drinks? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man.
One Baconator combo, please. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, I got you a Sprite, large fry, a Baconator, man. I was homeless myself, so I want to make sure you get on the right path. You know, you're always able to, you know, get back on your feet. You know, so I want you to enjoy this.
What the fuck, man? This guy's eating this sandwich in front of this homeless dude who's just smoked meth and is probably starving.
All right, take care. Have a nice day.
The hate he got for this actually did get to him, so he made this terrible apology video.
All right, I want to say this again for people who did not read my description on my last video.
Nobody reads the description.
The Burger Wendy's video with the homeless guy was fake. His name is Israel. He was known around the neighborhood. My friend knew him. He said, "Yo, Israel, hey, can we get you in this video? Can we get you in the skit?" He said yes. Everything was scripted. It was a fake video. I'm not gonna apologize.
Yeah, you're so right, bro.
Because you guys don't like my fake video. The same people getting mad are the same people who were mad at the Jeffrey Dahmer actor who played him in the series.
Nope, not the same
There is no reason to be sending me death threats, getting upset, sending me hate over a skit. Just because you didn't like the skit doesn't mean you gotta hate me.
Dude.
It's that simple.
Garbage.
I don't know what else y'all want to hear. I don't know what else y'all wanted me to explain. It was a skit. It was a scripted video. We went back and got him food. We said, bro, when we come back, walk away. He left as we told him to. We already gave him food ahead of time. We already gave him food after.
Again. You got him food
A lot of the videos you're watching were cut and edited to under 1 minute. The whole video is like 1 minute and 30 seconds. You're watching a clipped and edited version. And I don't care about any of y'all in my DM saying, oh, I don't like your video, fake or not. I don't care. It's like watching a TV show. You don't like the role.
Why are you touching me?
Because you smell so good.
Okay, no thank you.
Can I maybe smell you?
I see that you're doing some sort of weird psychology experiment, but if you put your hands on me again, I will call the police. Get away from me.
You smell like a beautiful vanilla candle. Don't do that. Oh my God, this is gold. By the way, keep going. Say he's black. Say he's black.
Don't you have security in this store?
I went to get chicken nuggets, ma'am. You were next to the chicken nuggets, and I went like that on the side. I didn't even touch you.
So he grabbed my body.
What body?
So he touches a woman for a reaction, then lies when someone gets involved so he can get away with it. But then he just snitches on himself by...
Maybe I don't want to give it to you.
Okay, then you can leave.
Well, you have an attitude.
I'm going to take the kitten from you.
No.
I'm going to call PD.
Over a cat?
Can you call dispatch?
Now you're really not getting the cat.
Okay.
If you call the cops, you're not getting the cat for sure, Lou.
I work with the...
Wait, so he went to the what looks like the animal shelter to give them a cat, and then
Johnny,
he's like, I'm not going to give you the
guy
cat.
I'm talking about. There's a guy in Japan that just got arrested for being a piece of shit, and now I find out there's another piece of shit. They're just all pieces of shit.
It's just a pandemic, of an epidemic, rather.
It's an epidemic of pieces of shit. Keep going down.
All right. I hope he goes to prison. That sounds.
This American influencer wants to be famous, but now he's probably going to prison. So a few months ago, he got his first big viral moment while living in Japan. He live streamed himself harassing Japanese locals on the subway.
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki? We're gonna do it again.
So that video blows up, and the internet immediately hates him. What a loser!
If you couldn't hear, he goes, "You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we're gonna do it again."
Leave people alone! He got a big forehead, but it didn't matter, because he saw what worked. From that moment on, the guy, let's call him Johnny Salami, Johnny Salami was gonna live stream himself being an asshole to everyone on the streets of Japan.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Fukushima.
And he does a lot of this, live streaming and just pissing off the locals. But pretty quickly, Salami gets a bad reputation.
Yeah, is this you? It's me, yeah, what's up? I got a problem with you, bro.
He even gets smacked in the face one time.
If I go back and...
Which I can't show you. And later he gets choked out.
I'll hop in Discord.
Which I also can't show you. He even gets punched in the head one time.
Nothing.
All right, you get it. I can't show you. But after all that backlash, did Salami learn his lesson? No, of course not. Here he is harassing another live streamer who was a Japanese woman who he just encountered on the street. Here's the crazy thing though. None of that terrible behavior really got him in trouble, because I'm assuming none of it was technically illegal. Like, I don't think making a live streamer cry is exactly breaking the law. But here's what's probably gonna get him sent to prison. One day, he decides to randomly wander onto a hotel construction site, and the workers there, they get pissed, and they throw him out as he yells Fukushima at them.
Fukushima. Whoa!
Then, 3 weeks later, police catch him outside of a 7-Eleven where they were waiting for him, and they arrest him and charge him with trespassing for wandering onto that hotel construction site.
Yo, somebody call Joe Biden. Somebody call the U.S. Embassy right now.
So why did they come down on him so hard for trespassing? My guess is police had been looking for an excuse to bring him down for a long time. And finally, he did something.
That guy sucks. That guy sucks.
Yeah, it's just like
These
you're
people all
just an
suck,
asshole.
man. It's this thing that there's no for people of that generation and maybe people at large, there's no distinction between fame and infamy.
No,
it's just
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
It's attention. It's
That's
all attention.
half the part of this Me Too thing. These girls saw their names and they thought that it was gonna kickstart some shit, and nobody went anywhere.
Now you sent me this, another fun with stupid here. Would you have rather been sat next to cafeteria lady or this woman who walked through the Miami airport with a mask on and a bikini? That's all.
No, and I sent you another story too about a chick. Well, I wanted to show this. Yeah, I mean, like, I've seen women, like, how they dress.
That's fabulous, if you ask me.
Yeah, I love it too. But is that decorum at the airport?
No, I mean, if I wore that, we would have a problem, probably. Yeah.
Right. So then will you look up? Yeah, let's see it. Like, and this, of course, she's with the guy who's got his
What is
mask
she
in.
thinking? It's a bathing suit, obviously, but what is she thinking?
And I love she's wearing a mask. Like, what garbage are you?
Yeah, I'm just worried about those holes, not the other ones.
Yeah.
What a gross. I mean,
Hey,
she's
will you
hot,
look
but-
up woman Spirit Airlines Atlanta, half naked woman Spirit Airlines Atlanta Airport, and see if you can actually find the video.
Oh, no, I got the story right here.
Uncensored?
You sent me this, right? This woman.
What?
This woman right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me this.
Look at that.
Oh my.
Look at that.
What happened? She blew out her bathing suit, dude. She was wearing a one piece or like one of these unitard things.
You think?
And yes, she blew it out, dude. It exploded. It's like it's supposed to go in there, and it just broke.
But do you think
it was too much ass, too much booty in the pants?
Crack? Do you think there's nothing below there?
I think this broke. I think this was supposed to go in there, and it popped. Let's see. Hold on. This is video now.
Only in the airport, Spirit Airlines. The bitch half naked. Mother, what this is going on in 2023? Lord, give me strength. I say no drawers. No fucking drawers, y'all. What this is?
She's hanging out
no
at the
drawers.
With her,
I wonder if Spirit gonna let this happen today. Spirit, you gonna let this happen? Y'all need to ban some shit. This ain't right.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
She have on no drawers. I wish I could have catched the front, Lord.
Like
no drawers. Look at the woman. Look at the woman. What the?
Oh, dude, that's so funny. I love this woman's voice too. This Jamaican lady. What do you think that's about? Like, what are people just want to be comfortable when they fly? Huh?
No, I just think everything's about attention.
Yeah, and selfish. People are just selfish. They don't think about that they're going to be next to somebody else on the plane, or that nobody else wants to see that.
Hey, will you go to look up Jake Shields? I want you to see this, and I want to get into this one story real quick. Will you look up Jake Shields' Twitter? I saw Jake Shields. He was hanging out with one of the most gorgeous chicks. I don't know how he took my I would love to watch you guys have sex comment. Oh, yeah, here's it. That's it. Right there. Right there. This is it. Why are so many women searching for ultra-violent porn?
Yeah.
This is what we've been talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? And it's this notion that we're at, like, women are getting kinkier and kinkier, and guys are having to be more and more vanilla, and that the two don't match.
No, it's creating demand is what it is. It's creating demand for guys to be rough. That's what it is.
Well, then we get into the Trevor Bauer thing. Now look up his whole
It's
thing.
a Vice story. Why are so many women searching for ultraviolet porn?
I'm telling you, man, it's just like BDSM.
This is gonna be a problem with YouTube. Trevor Bauer settles legal dispute with accuser reveals damning messages. Is that what we're looking for? The messages?
Well, which makes me think he might have gotten away with. He might have gone his way. Watch this.
Trevor Bauer, the former LA Dodgers pitcher
who has to pitch in Japan now.
They settled their legal dispute, his attorney said Monday. Trevor Bauer and Lindsey Hill have settled all outstanding litigation, the attorney said. Both of their respective claims have been withdrawn with prejudice. That means they can't be brought back again. Effective today, Mr. Bauer did not make and has never made any payments to Miss Hill, including to resolve the litigation.
Which means he won.
Yeah. With this matter now at rest, Mr. Bauer can focus completely on baseball.
He needs to be let back in the Major League Baseball.
He's only 32, man. Let the guy
needs
come
to be
pitch.
let back. So play this video that he plays. It's
the woman accused Bauer of assaulting her. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsey Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. What should I steal? She asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer? Take his money. So how might that work? I'm going to his house Wednesday, she said. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. Then, after the first time we met, net worth is 51 mil, she said. Bitch, you better secure the bag, was the response. But how is she going to do that? Need daddy to choke me out, she said. Being an absolute whore to try to get in on his 51 million, read another text. Then, after the second time we met, former Padres pitcher Jacob Nix told her, you got to get this bag. I'll give you $50,000.
A Padres pitcher told her this?
Her AA sponsor asked her at one point, do you feel a tiny bit guilty? Not really, she replied. Since then, her legal team has approached me multiple times about coming to a financial settlement. But as I have done since day one, I refuse to pay her even a single cent.
Now stop.
Good job.
Stop it real quick.
This guy deserves so many apologies.
He does, but he does have a history of super rough shit.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
If it's consensual, whatever.
Right. But
women want that.
He's not. This is the biggest problem with this.
He's not a criminal.
Yeah, he's not a criminal. It's like with the Russell Brand shit. Guy's a sex addict, wanting sex all the time. Gets a little crazy, but what we're doing now is women who want alphas allow stuff to happen, and then afterwards they realize, oh, there's a chance for money.
But that's not what this is. She went into this trying to do it.
100%. Go on.
This is unbelievable. I hadn't seen this. This is unbelievable.
In August of 2021, Lindsey Hill's claims were heard in court. And during those legal proceedings, critical information was deliberately and unlawfully concealed from me and my legal team. Information like this video, which was taken by Lindsey Hill herself the morning after she claimed she was brutally attacked, emotionally traumatized, and desperate to get away from me. And now we have the metadata, so there can be no dispute. It was taken mere minutes before she left my house on the morning of May 16th, 2021, without my knowledge or consent, of course. In it, you can see her lying in bed next to me while I'm sleeping, smirking at the camera without a care in the world.
What a
or
cunt.
any marks on her face. I think it paints a pretty clear picture of what actually happened the evening of May 15th and why
this guy
the video was
deserves
originally
so many
concealed from
apologies.
us.
He should sue the shit out of Major League
After hearing the evidence available to her, Judge Diana Gold-Saltman found that Lindsey Hill had misled the court. She found her claims to be materially misleading. She denied her request for a domestic violence restraining order.
He had a female judge, too,
and she found that no sexual assault or non-consensual conduct took place. Now, some of you might not know about restraining order hearings. I know I didn't. But I've since learned that it's extremely rare for a request for a restraining order to be denied because the standard of proof that you need to obtain one is extremely low. So you can make of that what you will. The fact is, I was never arrested. I was never charged with a crime, and I won the only legal proceeding that took place without my side of the story even being heard. And most importantly, as I've said from day one, I never sexually assaulted Lindsay Hill, or anyone else for that matter. So I sued her, which prompted her to countersue me. Quite frankly, regardless of the outcome in court, I've paid significantly more in legal fees than Lindsay Hill could ever pay me in her entire life. And I knew that would be the case going in. But the lawsuit was never about the money for me. It was the only way for me to obtain critical information to clear my name. The discovery process in that lawsuit recently
That's why
concluded,
this is all fucked up
at which
right here.
point
Lindsay
Hill's legal team again came to us with another.
And when this happens to people, which, you know, rich people are more likely to be the targets, but when this happens to people who don't have the means to do this,
100%.
you never clear your name. You're just
100%.
buried forever under this
Dude,
scarlet letter.
Anybody can sue anybody. And the legal system to deal with this, the courts, take forever. And it's just crazy. And all you got to do is have the right lawyer who could spin your stupid, thinking there might be money at the end of this fucking rainbow. And then you're just fucked. And like, sometimes you don't get to get heard from the judge forever.
No, and usually it ends with you not being allowed to talk about it, which is why this is great. He obviously kicked her ass in court because he's talking
proposal
about it.
to resolve the case. This time, however, they weren't seeking any money from me. Having received much of the information that had been hidden from us, a small portion of which I've referenced here, I was willing to agree to the terms proposed. Both parties would drop their respective lawsuits, and neither of us would pay either side any money. I also retained my right to speak publicly about the case, something I have not been at liberty to do since June of 2021. So, as of today, both lawsuits have been settled. Now, over the last 2 years, I've been forced to defend my integrity and my reputation in a very public setting. But hopefully this is the last time I have to do so, as I'd prefer to just remain focused on doing my job, winning baseball games and entertaining fans around the world. So today, I'm happy to be moving on with my life.
Good for him.
So he got totally effed by Justin Turner and Clayton Kershaw, the Christian Holy Rollers on the team. They didn't want him in the locker room.
Oh, really? Was it them? I didn't know that. Okay.
That's who ran him out, allegedly. And like for me, man, it's just like you have to go. My whole thing is like,
how is this not a headline everywhere?
Because
the headline of all this is just that they settled their legal dispute, not that this woman literally made up the whole thing and tried to catch him.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Yep. I mean, it's disgusting.
This headline should be everywhere that this is a lying bitch who tried to catch this guy.
I'm glad that he showed. I'm glad that he showed her face.
He had to. That's the only way most people would see it because the news is not going to report it. Fuck her forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. Any other things, Johnny?
Right,
We've already gone well over the time I wanted.
All right. Well, that was fun with stupid. Let's do the news real quick.
News.
So this kind of relates to that. I don't want it to seem like we're beating up on women, but there were a couple stories this week. Did you know, and I'll just hit the headlines of it basically, that Jason Sudeikis is paying Olivia Wilde $27,000 a month in child support?
Honestly, Johnny,
that's crazy. When you
start, it's really crazy. Either people pay too much or people pay nothing. You're like, how did you get that?
$27,000 to her. She's rich, dude. She's so rich. She's a film director. She makes a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean,
and then Tom Cruise has paid $3.4 million in child support to Kate. No, total to Katie Holmes, which is just unbelievable. And he's yet to pay. He owes now $363,000 more that he's going to pay to Katie Holmes, a rich film actress. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, so I had a buddy of mine who got
what standard of living is that?
A billionaire's daughter pregnant, and she wanted insane money from him because it's about lifestyle. It's about your kids being able to maintain the lifestyle that they would have if they lived with you.
What kind of standard is that? That's crazy.
Well, Johnny, you know what's crazy is that they now in Tennessee, they now make it so you have to have a mandatory DNA test.
Good.
And that's starting to come out because you've had two very prominent black entertainers come out that their mothers lied to them about who the father was. Yeah. And you're going to start seeing these stories come up, and I guarantee you're going to see people starting to call for that. But the fact that there's not a DNA test is a sign of who actually runs society.
You're right. Yeah.
And I feel bad. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, yeah, it's really bad that the guy gets duped. But what's going to be really bad is that now these kids don't have a dad. That makes me sad.
What do you mean? Because they lied about it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So we hit Mitch McConnell when this happened.
Yeah.
We got to hit Biden. Biden just kind of went full dipshit during a speech the other day.
I hope this experience.
How's this guy going to debate Donald Trump?
For the speaker.
It's never going to happen.
I still think it is, but you are starting to see people like Bill Maher and stuff call for him.
Yeah, but they're so stupid. This is all part of the plan. Like this, Bill Maher needs
he's not a conspiracy theorist. He's never going to be.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, about some things he is, but he's right about a lot of stuff. He's not an idiot.
He's an idiot on the big things, dude. Like he's like okay.
No, I'd say the vid thing is pretty big, and he's right on that. That's a big issue.
Like he's still playing this politics. He still sees. Everything
so
Trump did is 10 times worse than what the Biden's did. It's like really gross. Like I'll sit there and talk all day. Like this thing that's going on with Trump.
I think they both suck, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they really do, man. But I'm sorry, Johnny. But
I mean, dude, DeSantis has got. The more I hear that guy, DeSantis was on Maher last night. Actually, the more I hear him talk, like I think he's got a good case to bring to the table because Trump is trying to run on this thing that he made all the right decisions during the start of the pandemic.
You're totally right. He
did
He
not.
made a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah. And that guy got it all right down there in Florida, and they had a better time of it than the rest of the country.
The problem is he's a globalist. All the fucking lizards.
But he's gonna. I'm telling you, he's gonna. I think he's got a shot if he can get through these early, like he did well in the straw poll.
We'll see. Like, yeah, I don't even want to watch this.
No,
it's like
watch it.
I hope this experience for the speaker has been one of a personal revelation. I'm not being facetious.
Like he's in a soup of chaos. His brain is a soup.
Look at him.
Anyway.
Like, dude, like, why are we...
Wait, listen to how that sentence...
I'm not being
this is what
revelation. I'm not being facetious.
He's lost it. It's gone. It's gone from his brain.
Anyway.
That's it. I mean, like, what? Oh. So, Dianne Feinstein finally kicked the bucket.
Dude, this shit's nuts.
And the Democratic Party asked for Gavin Newsom, who has the authority to appoint someone to replace her until the end of the term, to appoint one of the people that's actually running for the seat. Instead, he decided to make a political statement and appoint an LGBT black woman, the only black woman in the Senate right now, which is just, I mean, she's got connections to Kamala Harris. She worked on her campaign. She's got no chance to actually win the seat in the election, I would guess.
No, Johnny, that's not even the craziest part. Do you know what the craziest part is? She doesn't live in California.
That's kind of a problem.
She lives in Maryland.
California Governor Gavin Newsom will appoint LaFonza Butler, the president of Emily's List. Yeah, that's her name. LaFonza.
Your name is The Fonz?
LaFonza. Yeah, you're right. LaFonza. Yeah.
Hey!
To fill the late Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat, his office confirmed Sunday, Butler will become the first out black lesbian to join Congress. That's what it's all about right there, according to Newsom. She will also be the sole black female senator serving in Congress and only the third in U.S. history. This is against, we should say, the will of the Democrats. The Democrats did not want her to be the choice. But
of course.
Newsom was just like, nah, we're doing it.
It's all a demoralization campaign.
That's it, man. That's it.
They're demoralizing you. That's all they want. This makes no sense. That's why they're doing it.
For women and girls, for workers and unions, for struggling parents waiting for our leaders to bring opportunity back to their homes, for all of California.
Nobody wants opportunity for Californians from somebody in Maryland, okay? Nobody wants that. Go back to Baltimore and F yourself, lady. Go F yourself. Dumb. I mean, this is, and every time you think that Gavin Newsom is trying to move, make moves to come off as not a completely
Centrist,
unhinged psycho. He pulls a black lesbian from Maryland out of his ass.
Like, what is he thinking? He's so
I just
so
sent
liberal.
you something.
So while I'm waiting on that to come up.
All right.
Speaking of
I
opportunity.
gotta go.
So this number blew my mind.
Yeah.
So we hear a lot of talk about how, like in the Barbie movie, this was the context I heard somebody talking about the Barbie movie, that hiring by corporate America has been biased, you know, and they're not hiring enough minorities. Listen to this number. Sam, I got to get you on board with me. Can you just look at me for just a second and not whatever you're doing over there? The year after the Black Lives Matter protests, the S&P 100, those are the biggest companies, 100 biggest companies, added 300,000 jobs, more than 300,000 jobs. 94% of those jobs went to people of color. Think about that.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So
what are we talking about
so
now?
have you
if it's
heard about
94%?
this, Johnny? They're talking about this new Writers Guild deal.
Yeah.
They're going to get rid of the diversity hires.
Really?
Because what they're trying to do is get rid of the woke. And they're talking about how all the woke is coming from the young writers, and how I watched this YouTube channel on it. I didn't see it, but I think it was Jeremy from the Quarterling was talking about it. But he was like, they've read the deal, and the deal is basically like get rid of diversity hiring because woke shit's killing us. What they really are saying is like they're going to get rid of all the diversity
That's
hiring.
what this story says, yeah. It says, this is Hollywood.
Did you write down that time?
I did.
Okay.
Hollywood screenwriter explains how woke diversity hires will be out of jobs under new WGA deal. Screenwriter The Script Doctor recently asserted that woke diversity hires will be out of jobs under the newly minted deal that the WGA signed with the studios. During an appearance on Midnight Edge in the Morning, Script Doctor shared his thoughts.
This is it.
Yeah, let's get into the topics here. Last call with Troy Pacelli says for $5. The studios suffer from chronic sunk cost fallacy. Can't abandon a course of action because they have invested too heavily in it. But following the strikes, there may be some changes because what I am hearing, what we see many are now discovering is that some of the writers, maybe more writers than we imagine, won't have any jobs to go back to. Maybe they spent a little bit too much time on the picket lines, and maybe a little bit too little time actually writing when they had downtime.
This is
What
very
say
interesting
you?
what he's saying there.
Okay, go on.
So what he's saying is that some of the older writers have noticed that the younger writers didn't take time for this during the strike to prepare material to hand off to try to pitch, and they spent too much time tweeting and protesting and not writing. But what is really happening here is that so the person that's name we beep told me that these diversity hires actually get effed because under the diversity programs they get hired at a lower rate.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
That's how they're like, oh, you got a ride. You got a job. Congratulations. You're not getting paid with the regular
And how does that
ride.
make you feel? You probably don't get treated the same because of that. Yeah.
And so now, because everyone's like, oh, dude, oh my God, nothing's. You always see people like, oh, dude, this push against woke isn't working. 100% it is, and it has nothing to do with the money. I've said this 1,000 times. It's not about losing money. It's about losing the ability to manipulate how you see the world, to control how you see the world. Nobody's watching their propaganda, so they can't propagandize you or whatever the word is.
Can't brainwash you.
Yeah, they can't brainwash you.
Yeah.
No, you're not finally
You
brainwashing.
actually have to be watching it for it to work.
So that's what they're upset about, not the money. They control the Fed. They can print the money. They can clean up all the red. It has nothing to do with the losing of the money. It has to be loss of the ability to brainwash. And they realize that all the younger writers are the reason that most of this woke shit, well, that's what they're blaming it on, right?
That's why they're investing in TikTok so much.
They're blaming it on the young writers, but in reality, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted was this woke shit. but they need to make a fall guy, so they're going to blame it on the young diversity hires and get fucking rid of them.
Correct the course now.
Yep.
Fascinating. All right, here, this story's crazy, Sam. So this is from the Daily Star. Bible-reading Pentagon commanders halted UFO research over, quote, fears aliens were demons. Pentagon commanders have clamped down on research into extraterrestrials because of their religious beliefs, it is claimed. Leading UFO researcher Ron James says senior figures in the U.S. government fear aliens are in fact demons. This guy is a director of media relations for MUFON. You know MUFON, the famous group. He claims that there's a very large contingent of people within the Pentagon who suppose that the work of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, that's that ATIP thing, that they are opposing that work because that they think that UAPs may be piloted by creatures from hell, is what they're saying here. He says that he was told by Luis Elizondo, that guy who's been around, you know, who has gone on record as being the boss of ATIP, that it was not just a little voice in the Pentagon, but a huge group of people that thought that this phenomenon being witnessed was demons. What do you think about that? So there's a group in the Pentagon that's worried about this and is like, let's not.
Well, I mean, or also like, what research have they seen that we have not seen?
That's what I'm thinking.
And they're kind of trying to play it off like, oh, these guys are crazy. But like, I'm telling you, man, it's not what they think. It's not what they've been telling us. I don't think they're from other planets. They could be interdimensional, tree of life from other other circles in the tree of life.
Yeah.
Or they could be
Luis
demons.
Elizondo said it actually affected his ability to get funding because they were that afraid of directing funding to it because they didn't want to open the, you know, like Doom or something. You know, like Doom, how the gates of hell get open. They're afraid of it.
100%.
What if we knock on the wrong door out there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So did you see this with the governor of New York? How she's kind of come 180 on this this thing about letting migrants into the country?
I just think it's all a ploy, bro. I think it's all.
Watch this though. This video is just so funny, dude.
As you know, the Statue of Liberty is inscribed. It says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled young masses yearning to be free, the wretched refuse to a teeming shore." And that statement encapsulates our values. We want people to come here, despite where they came from or despite the circumstances that drove them to this country and to this state. We say you are welcome here. You're welcome with open arms, and we'll work to keep you safe. We'll not only house you, but we'll protect you. So our message to the world is, send us your people, send us those who need the cloak of comfort that we can demonstrate as New Yorkers with big hearts and open arms, and we'll provide a safe haven. We have to let the word out
2 years later
that when you come to New York, we're not going to have more hotel rooms. We don't have capacity. So we have to also message properly that we're at our limit. If you're going to leave your country, go somewhere else. But the smarter thing is to apply for asylum before you leave your country. As you know, the Statue of Liberty is...
She's turned around, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all...
You think that's just a charade
scripted, dude.
Really?
It's all scripted.
You don't think she's just like seeing all these people and is like, oh, damn.
This is all set up. Now she's got plausible deniability. Oh my God. Okay. I can't believe they're rioting right now. This is all being set up to completely turn 2024 into absolute chaos. And Johnny, I don't know if we'll ever get back to the world that we miss.
Yeah, we've gone too far now.
I don't know how we do it, dude. I don't know how we do it.
Especially not when news like this is out there. Now, this was everywhere. We have to be careful how we talk about this because of YouTube. But this is from New York Post. Inside look at a satanic neo-Nazi pedophile cult that ensnared NYC man arrested on gun charges. So this guy got arrested on gun charges, and then they started digging through his stuff, basically.
And by the way, one of his pictures is him smoking a pookie full of, let's say, crystal.
Crystal Method.
Okay, well, yeah, Crystal Method, the band.
Yeah, the band.
Full of the band, Crystal Method.
Yeah, he just crushes their CDs.
Yeah, that's how he does it.
Yeah, it's really not healthy. A satanic cult uncovered by the FBI after the arrest of a Queens man 2 years ago is an offshoot of a much older, and I wonder this neo-Nazi thing, them putting this in there, I find this a little curious. a much older neo-Nazi organization that wants to destroy Western civilization, according to an overseas nonprofit that's been tracking the hate group, they're calling it. Federal authorities stumbled upon the newer group, which is named 764, but goes by a number of aliases, while investigating Angel Almeida, a 23-year-old convicted felon from Queens who was busted with a gun in November of 2021. A loosely organized commune of creeps appears to be intensely interested in targeting kids on the internet, then threatening, intimidating, or blackmailing them into recording acts of self-mutilation, animal abuse, sex acts, or even their own suicides, according to an FBI warning issued earlier this month. But sources told The Guardian that 764 is an outgrowth of an older, larger organization known as the Order of Nine Angles. Which the Institute, the Order of Nine Angles, which the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, whatever that is, has called a decentralized, satanic, neo-Nazi organization bent on the overthrow of Western governments. The group, commonly referred to as O9A, believes the West's Judeo-Christian heritage corrupts modern society, according to the ISD. Let's see.
It's insanity. So again, you know, we know the story. We've heard the story. You know, we don't.
They want to replace the current order with a new imperial order based on fascism, social Darwinism, and Satanism.
Okay, so you know, there again, you know, as
extreme violence,
as you start to read,
culling humans,
the Bible and stuff like that, you start to see this giant pushback on Christianity and only Christianity. Yeah. It's very interesting, right? Nobody pushes back on anything else, which is fine.
There's nobody in the streets like Hare Krishna's demeaning trans.
Right, 100%. And even when people go after, let's say, Jewish people, right? It's not about their religion. It's about like their actions, right? Nobody's ever questioning like the Torah or anything like that, right? Yeah. It's very interesting.
It's hate speech,
right? And even like, I mean, I guess Muslims get some shit, but it's never about the religion as much. You know what I'm saying? No one's going off on the Quran, but then maybe the actions.
Too afraid. Yeah.
Right. But Christians, they totally go off on. That's fine. You know, I had a discussion with some people on this.
Fine? I don't know.
What?
I don't know if it's fine.
What do you mean?
Well, you said it's fine. I don't know if it's fine, but. Whatever.
What did I say?
You said, which is fine. It's fine. You said they go off on Christians, which is fine. And I'm like.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry, because I was trying to think of my next statement. It's not fine. It's why I've gotten into Christianity. Because I know we live in the invert, right? We're living in the inverted reality.
Yeah,
Okay,
there must be something there.
Yeah, if it's the only one you can go after, let's say. So I don't even want to defend it to people as is Christianity legitimate or not. Let's get into, do you believe in satanic cults? Because if you believe in satanic cults, the law of duality says if there is darkness, there must be light. Yeah. So if you believe in Satanism and the satanic cult and what they do, and at this point you have to be really in denial to sit there and say there's no satanic cult. Real denial.
Blind.
And if you say there is a satanic cult, then there must be a light and love. And I'm sorry.
That can be an encouraging thing to think, though. Like, to think that, you know, like.
Yeah, but it's also that, like, so you don't like things in the Bible. I get it. Just know that most of the stuff you see in the Bible is seen in Hinduism, is seen in Vedic astrology.
It's everywhere.
So it's like you're just going off on this one religion because you don't like the one religion. And I get that. And I'm not saying it's right, but we know everything through time has been molested. So we have to get the, like, what is the actual, like, if you go Islam, right? Like, the Islam is not a problem. The actions of certain Islamic people is the problem. And we can even get into that these sorcerers who run the world fund the extremists.
Oh, yeah.
To make that religion look bad, right?
That's what whole George H.W. Bush started his career with the CIA, you know?
So we know
arming the Mujahideen, yeah.
Why wouldn't it be the same thing with Christianity? That these people they position in certain places do stupid shit to make the religion look dumb. Not saying that they haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's my opinion. All right.
But these people, they're whole. Oh, okay. One more story. But these people,
I'm dead serious.
I got you. All right, just let me do this last story and we'll be done.
Every time we go 2 hours.
No, literally this last story. We had a long break and you had a lot to talk about. This was a good episode. But yeah, they say that these people from this cult are bent on random acts of violence, like the fear thing that you're talking about, and then they believe in like culling people. That's their whole thing. It's the same thing we keep hearing about.
Heard that about
over and over again. Yeah, which is just. It's so disturbing to see it in the newspaper. Though, you know what I mean?
So dark.
Like that's in real newspapers out there right now.
Yeah, and you know it's very interesting because I saw a meme that I think put it perfectly, and it was like things aren't getting worse; they're just becoming more obvious.
Yeah, I buy that.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
All right, last story. They have apparently solved Tupac Shakur's murder. And they've arrested somebody.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way,
what do you think about this?
They've known who it is, and like, why are they doing that right now?
Yeah.
Like, what is the purpose of that?
They've known this guy. This guy he came out on podcasts, like, and talking about, I know who killed Tupac.
Yeah, and it was him.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I was in Vegas when that happened. I was in college.
Oh, really? No kidding. So who is Dwayne Keefe D. Davis? That's the guy's nickname, Keefe D. Here we go. Nearly 3 decades after Tupac Shakur was gunned down near the Las Vegas Strip, police announced that they've arrested Dwayne. See, they keep spelling it 2 different ways. Sometimes they spell it Kefi D.
Yeah.
And sometimes they spell it Keefe D. I don't know which one. The same story here has Keefe D in the headline and then Kefi D in the story.
I mean, like, first of all, it's like good luck knowing how that's spelled.
Yeah. But anyway, Dwayne Kefi D. Davis Friday in connection.
Remember when there used to be jokes about how black people name their kids, and now white people are as bad, if not worse.
Yeah.
Me, my kid, lawn chair, right?
Suri Cruz.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
The late American rapper, one of the most prolific figures in hip-hop music, died September 13, 1996. He was 25. Davis, the uncle of a person of interest, long linked to the 27-year-old investigation, was taken into custody Friday morning and charged with murder and Shakur's killing, police said at a Friday press conference. They had this big press conference. Here's what to know about Davis. So Davis was going around just bragging about this shit. He's from Compton, like you would expect, anybody going out there to kill Tupac. He rose to fame as one of the only living witnesses to Shakur's slaying. And he's been on television specials on A&E, USA Network, and Fox. And this guy just couldn't shut up about it. So in 2018, he went on BET and admitted he was inside the Cadillac when Shakur was shot and implicated his nephew, the late Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, saying he was one of 2 people in the backseat where the shots were fired. So this guy just couldn't. He finally had to take credit for it and being there. And then they arrested him. What an idiot. What a dummy.
Well, I mean, how many times do we find that people they always incriminate themselves?
Yeah, they can't shut up, man.
They just can't.
Just shut up.
The guy you remember the guy that kidnapped Girls Gone Wild?
Francis?
Yeah, the guy who kidnapped him and then like sodomized, or can you beep that or whatever that word is, because
the guy who did Girls Gone Wild,
remember the guy got kidnapped and got like all this bad things happened to him?
No, I don't.
Because people were upset because he was doing something to their daughters.
Joe Francis, right? Okay.
Was kidnapped. Look up Joe Francis kidnapping.
Girls Gone Wild founder Joe Francis narrowly escaped an attempted kidnapping by a group of armed robbers.
No, but he got kidnapped. He somehow got kidnapped, and the guy bragged about it at a party to impress Paris Hilton, who was friends with him.
I don't see anything about it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that to me is a giant Mandela effect. I'm being dead serious, dude.
He says his daughters were kidnapped in Mexico.
No. All right, I got to go. I'm so tired.
All right,
I got to go.
Did you see this guy right here? So look at this tweet. LSU player loses cool and assaults a cheerful, harmless Ole Miss fan during field storming. First of all, you should never storm the field.
And by the way, did they lose?
Ole Miss won. LSU lost. Look at this idiot. Though.
Let's go! Fuck LSU! Fuck you!
So the kid gets knocked on his ass.
Like, dude,
What,
you would
are
get
we talking about this? He
murdered.
should have gotten worse than that. He's lucky he didn't. This
He got-
reminds me. Did you see Alex Stein chasing around Marshawn Lynch?
What is that about? What was he saying to Marshawn? I couldn't watch it.
He was just chasing
I
around
couldn't
going,
watch
hey,
it. I got-
Marshawn, hey, Marshawn. It kind of reminds me of this, you know? It's because Marshawn Lynch is crazy.
Marshawn Lynch is crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess
What
with
are you
Marshawn
doing?
Lynch. And then you sent me this. Do you want to do this or save it for next week? This woman who's...
Save it for next week because
Okay.
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's
All
crazy.
right, guys. Daddy's got to go. Hey, okay. Talk to you guys later. Go to samtripoli.com for all my dates. Bye.
Hold on, you tricked me. We need a word. We need a word. For
Okay. Boom. Bang.
I think you've done boom
okay.
before. You got to...
Me, pee, pee, and your coat.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city, but time marches on.